You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to another TADPOG podcast. Just a little homespun artisanal podcast where you heard me right, four old guys sit around and weave their podcasting craft and talk about old shitty games. I'm your beard host, Tyler, and man, it's been a week at work. How have you guys been? When I say four people, of course, Dave is here. And the other two, I'm happy to say, is Tadpog IT, Ian and John.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
This is new. I'm back on the show.
I love it.
It's a three-peat.
It's coming for John's record.
Yeah, hey, go for it.
Oh, it will be broken.
John, do you want to go? Can we do this in synchronicity?
Okay. Yeah.
3, 2, 1. All right.
Damn.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, I think it worked
Pretty
out.
nice.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a Miller-like kind of evening.
I like it when you guys come on because I usually get to drink Miller Lite.
Yeah.
So yeah, fucking COVID at work. The census is super high, and Casey's on vacation, and other people are out with COVID. So it's been a shitty week at work.
Yeah, I feel for you, man. That sucks.
How have you guys? How about your weeks?
It's been a shitty week.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm off work tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday, which is nice.
Is it your birthday week?
Yeah, Tuesday
Yeah.
is my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. The 10th, because this will come out the day after my birthday.
Mhm.
So yesterday was my birthday, and I got to take off. We get our birthdays off.
You
at my
celebrated
job.
it by time traveling.
Yeah. We get our birthdays off automatically, like no questions asked. You get to take off, period, no matter what's going on.
Pretty sweet.
And then I structured it so that I had Friday and Monday off as well. So got me a little 5 days off. I'm
Hell
good
yeah.
with that.
Yeah, I could go for some of that right now.
Some vacation?
Yeah.
You could do what I did and get food poisoning. That'd get you a day off.
Yeah, Mike could work that out.
I had a fun Monday. Don't know
Oh,
what
yeah?
did it. Yeah. I woke up. I'm dealing with this cough that I've had since the upper respiratory infection. I got up getting ready for work and I'm coughing and I do one of those deep coughs and like my mouth automatically just fills up with saliva. And it's like, oh no.
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
So I lay down and I'm like, I'm just going to lay down. And if it passes, I'll go back. I'll keep getting ready for work and go into work. And it did. It took about 10 minutes, but it finally passed. And it's like, I wanted to go in because it's like I've already missed a lot of work because of the upper respiratory infection.
Yeah.
So I made it in, and then like I got there, and I was like, I'm sitting there at my desk, and this is probably like 5 minutes in. It's like, I'm going to lay down on the floor. I think I'm just going to lay down on the floor for a few minutes. So I lay down on the floor for a few minutes, and I was like, okay, all right, I think I'm feeling better. And then like I got back up, sat down on my chair again. I was like, about 3 minutes went by. I was like, I think I'm going to sit down on the floor. I think I'm just going to sit down on the floor. And about that time, my boss walked in and he's like, are you okay? I was like, I don't think so. I think this was a mistake. And he's like, go home. And it's like, goodbye. And then, I went home and vomited and shit a whole bunch.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, damn.
Did you figure out what caused it?
No, I have no idea. I mean, Nikki and I ate at all the same places like the day before.
But she didn't.
And like
get ill.
Sunday night, I was even, it was good. No drinking or anything Sunday night. So, I mean, I know it wasn't anything like that. And it was just, man, it was just straight up like brown water for, I mean, and I like, and it's
Josh's hot dogs.
Josh's hot dogs. That was Saturday night. I mean, I didn't have any hot dogs. I had
Josh's hamburgers.
cheeseburgers. So I don't know. Maybe Josh gave me foodborne illness. Yeah, it sucked. Yeah.
Sorry.
Suck. That's okay. I was only up for like 4 hours that day, including the time I was at work. And I mean, not adding the every 2 hours I'd wake up and check to make sure I didn't shit the bed.
Right.
So yeah.
Was it
good.
just like a 24-hour deal?
Yeah, man. Next day I felt like shit, but it wasn't like
Wasn't
it wasn't
bad.
sick. It was just like I just felt like it was like I had been really sick the day
like you'd been
before.
shitting
It was
your
softened
guts out all
stool,
day,
not
yeah.
diarrhea.
I had like half a sandwich and like an apple that day. And because Nikki came home for lunch and she made me a sandwich and gave me an apple. And I ate the apple. And then like she left while I was finishing the apple. And it was like I could feel the apple move through my system rapidly. Like, I mean, it
We
was
knew
just,
it was on its way out.
And then I was shitting
there
like
was a fire.
literally like,
Wow.
like 3 minutes after she left. So yeah, it was cool. I wasn't sick for a really long time, so I didn't like lose any weight. So I didn't like gain any of the benefits of like
of having
yeah.
foodborne illness.
It was just a shitty day.
So, John, you've had a pretty shitty week. Join us.
Uh,
What's been shitty about your week?
It's just been rough at work. Like past that and just, kids, work. That's about it.
You got some sweet Jordans though.
I did.
Yeah, so you got a little bonus on there on your week.
What, 2016.
Yeah. 2016 Jordan 5 re-release. So
Man,
I'm
you got a good deal on them too.
I did. Jason, Justin of Apex fame's brother, Jason hooked me up with some that I've been trying to get a hold of for a long time because they're the exact ones I had when I was a kid. So
They're
I'm
sharp.
I'm pretty pumped about
Yeah,
it.
man, they look sweet. Wait, are they Jordans or pumps?
Oh, no, they're Jordans. I had some Reebok pumps when I was a kid.
I wanted some, but my parents were like, I don't think so.
I got weirdly into shoes when I was a kid
Yeah.
for a while. Like, I don't know why, but like I just became sort of obsessed with them.
Yeah.
So like,
I think a lot of kids do.
I really
Yeah.
got into shoes when I was young too. I always wanted the cool new whatevers. I never got them.
I never did. Like, I never got into them. I think that's why my parents were like, I don't think we're going to use these pumps for him because, like,
We're gonna start him
We're gonna-
on that. He's gonna be chasing that dragon forever. We're doing you a
yeah, and
favor,
also he
son.
doesn't really care. He's just,
yeah, these Jordans, the ones just like the ones I have on, and the Reeboks were both like once where it was like I had to really work my parents to get
Yeah.
them.
You gonna get the Reeboks next? Do they?
I
Do
don't
they have
know if they make those.
Do the
or not
pumps in them
anymore.
still work?
I never. A lot of people like blew their pumps up, like where they didn't work anymore. Mine, as far as I know, I don't think they ever quit working. I think I outgrew them before they.
You
know.
feared and respected those shoes.
I did. Like I wasn't gonna go nuts on them because I knew how much they cost.
Yeah. That's good.
Was there a point to the pump?
Yeah,
It tightens the
They made
shoe
you
around your
jump
foot.
higher.
I always thought,
That's
like,
what these
did
do.
it?
Yeah, the Jordans do make
No,
you
I
jump
think
higher.
they just
We did a
A
test.
tighter
Yeah.
fit.
tighter fit around your
Yeah.
foot, so
They-
it's more form fitting.
they were extremely comfortable because you could like fine tune them to how tight you wanted them to
Mhm.
be. They had little air pockets that ran from the tongue.
Because I had like a pair of LA Gear pumps, but I mean,
LA Gear.
I feel like I blew them out pretty fucking early. So
Yeah.
I didn't know if they really did anything or not.
And it went around the sides of the shoe. So when you would pump them up, it would tighten up, like the little airbags would fill up around the sides and in the tongue.
Like a revirginization of the shoe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They always
Nice.
felt brand new.
Yeah, like a new mesh lining.
I love my foot
Whoa.
hymen. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Foot hymen.
Foot Hyman, best Ninja Turtle toy ever.
Those are the only foot soldiers that bled when you punched them in the cartoon.
Oh. They're still robots. It's cool.
So yeah, all right. I'm glad we all. Did you come on to complain cast for old men to gripe?
Yeah.
I finished Zero Mission.
Hey,
So there's good news.
That's good.
It was okay. It was all right. I learned that, yeah, man, I still don't really like Metroid games that much. They're fine.
Yeah.
They're okay. I get why people like them a lot. I really do. It's just, I don't know, man. Like, a lot of times I was playing it and I was like, fuck, I wish I was playing the Castlevania game real bad.
Yeah. I want the other side of that Metroidvania coin.
Yeah, I want to
Castlevania
like
coin.
not fall into a pit and like struggle to get out of it and like watch as my life just completely depletes. It's like
Mhm.
struggle to get out of boiling pit of acid. How about I just fight a suit of armor? then that's fun.
Throw some knives. Throw some
Yeah,
holy
that
water.
sounds like fun. Yeah, and then Dracula shows
Damage
up.
boost to places I'm not supposed to be. Fight death, fight Dracula.
Turn into a bat, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it was fine. My favorite part of that game was so it's a remake of Metroid, and it's like my favorite part of that game is when you finish the game, the Metroid for the NES. They're like, you play as Zero Suit Samus. And I didn't know that was a thing that happened in this game. So that was a nice surprise. And then there's like this really cool segment that is the least Metroid-like thing that I've ever played in a Metroid game, where essentially you're trying to like evade enemies. Because like you're Samus without the suit. And so you're super vulnerable.
You got a shitty little pistol.
You've got a pistol that can at full charge freeze a lobster man, space pirate. And that's all you got. And they're hunting you, essentially. So it's like, man, this is fucking sweet.
It's like survival.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, it is. And it's like a lot of platforming. And honestly, like a lot of the platforming in that was more appealing to me because, like, I don't know. I guess when it's like, when I
see the light you were trying to dodge and jump around. And
yeah, like the searchlight and stuff. I thought it was really, really cool. I love that.
My beautiful wife has brought me a drink.
Oh.
I love her and appreciate her very much. Thank you. Oh, you put it up. I thought someone was like, did you drink some of it? A lot of it?
Do y'all want something to drink?
No, I got
Thank
Miller
you.
Lite. I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you, dear.
So, yeah. And then like I get the suit and I'm like, fuck yeah. It's about time to fucking get back at these lobster ass fucking space pirates. I'm going to have some fun with this. And so I get the suit, and it's like, it is that feeling for like 5 seconds. And then they're like, they get stronger now. They're stronger. There's gray ones. And you shoot rockets at them, and they're like Neo in the Matrix. And they just like fucking like, and it's like, well, okay, fuck this. I mean, I did get to blow up a couple of the red guys, but I mean, yeah, other than that. That was the reason I played it. It's because it was the game of the month on the Discord. The game this month is a game I'm much more excited to play, which is Princess Tomato and the Salad Kingdom for the NES.
Oh, okay.
Hudson Soft Jam, which is like a adventure game, like essentially a point and click adventure game, really more like probably like a text adventure game for the NES.
Okay.
That like you play as a cucumber. And
Wait, I thought you said it was Princess Tomato.
well, I think you're trying to save Princess Tomato.
Okay.
Now, I've never
Yeah.
played it, but I've
Okay.
been excited to play it. And I was going to play it on the RGB modded NES that was supposed to come in. And it did. And then it did not work.
Oh.
And the guy is super cool, super, super cool, super nice throughout the whole process. Very great. Like, it was great. I mean, he was great, but it was really disappointing when I hooked it up. I was like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? It doesn't work. So now we're in the troubleshooting process of like figuring out what the problem is. So I'll probably be playing it on like the NES Classic, yeah, something like that. Yeah, which I mean, it's not like a super input intensive game, so it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, that's one I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Pretty rare.
I would say a lot of people hadn't heard of it like until like the last 10 years ago, kind of deal, where it's like, you know, assholes like Tyler and I started doing podcasts on like weird video games, and I feel like that's when it kind of got a lot of traction. I mean, definitely there were kids who played it when it came out because, you know.
I mean, it sounds cool. I like the fact that it's all vegetable based.
Yeah, there's like a persimmon.
And not about Christianity, like most vegetable-based tales.
That is true. I had a girlfriend in high school who was like obsessed with VeggieTales, and like I did not take that as a red flag that I should have.
In high school?
Yeah, in high school.
Ew, okay.
Yeah, I got to touch her boobs though, so I mean it worked out, kind of.
So you ruined her.
Well, I wouldn't put it that way, but she might.
Probably would.
You bruised her Bob the tomatoes.
She probably would.
You were playing as the cucumber.
Nah, sadly not.
No,
sadly not. Just the weird scarecrow, I guess.
Well, you guys want to get this game out of the way?
Sure.
Nah, I mean, it looked pretty sweet what I saw you playing of it.
I when I was doing some research and looking at videos, I had like, okay, this actually doesn't look too bad. It's got some weird, because it's Jelly Boy. There is a Jelly Boy 2 that is not related to this game at all.
Interesting.
But that's because there's Jerry Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Smart Ball here. And then there's Jelly Boy that is in no way related to Jerry Boy or Jelly Boy 2 in the proper translation.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and I don't know how much of that
Well-
is like definitely translation error.
Because Smart Ball, the person you're playing, his name is Jerry.
Jerry, right.
Prince Jerry. So if it's supposed to be Jerry Boy, it's all weird. Jelly Boy 2 it was just a prototype. It never even came out. So, which I played the prototype. It's not bad. Better than this, but
Well, I mentioned last week that I played I was thinking we were doing this one last week. So I played it for a little bit and I didn't care for it. But then I went back this week and went back to it and actually put some effort in. I didn't hate this game.
I didn't hate it either,
But
until something happened.
something happened. We'll get to that. But I did enjoy it more. I thought it looked okay. I thought the controls were pretty good.
Yeah, I thought the controls were
controls
good.
are fine.
You could spam the jump.
Yeah.
You don't have to spam the jump button. You just hold it down and you just bounce. Just jump, jump, jump. I thought the animations were pretty cool. When you duck, you turn into a duck.
That's my favorite part of the game.
And you can quack, which does nothing.
John, have you played this game?
No.
All right, good. Perfect.
I know nothing about
It's
it.
a video game. It's a platforming video game. Okay. The SNES era. How do you suspect that you duck in this game?
Press down.
Yeah. You dumb motherfucker. You press A.
Got him.
You
A,
press
John.
A.
A,
A?
dumbass.
All the best
Yeah.
games have a
What?
duck button.
And
Yeah,
you have
that's
to
right.
hold it down.
What?
You have to hold it down. You can't just press it and toggle on and off duck. You hold A. And while you're duck, you are in the shape of a duck.
Which is nice. I do like
I
that.
like that.
I do like that you're a duck.
That's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can quack. It has no function.
I didn't know you could
You
quack.
can quack.
Damn it. How do you
But-
quack?
I think you press the attack button
God damn it.
while you're
Okay, now this
Oh,
game's
you're
pretty good.
holding the other
He
one.
quack
Yeah,
quacks
this
the duck.
is going up from like a B level game to an A level game. I was being very generous with a B. By the
Now,
way.
let me ask you also, John, a question about this game that based on an assumption you might
I
make.
love this new segment. Ask John about the
Yeah.
game.
If, let's say, you walked through a portion of a level and you came upon a small dog that ran right to you and stayed with you, what would you expect that dog would do?
Help you out in some way?
Oh, you dumb motherfucker. He does
Oh,
nothing.
John.
In fact,
Yeah.
nobody knows what the fucking dog's for.
Nobody?
He's just there.
He's just there.
I
He's just
did
tag-
some
he's
There'll be a
reading.
little text box saying about how good of a dog he is.
He's just tagging along.
I do think the
He's just-
dog is normally in an area where something is hidden. But the problem is that a lot of shit is hidden in the game.
So he's like off.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's. I never got the point. And the one little article that I read about this game said that they had no idea what the dog was for. So maybe it was just over the heads of the players. But as far as I could tell, it did nothing. It was
He's
there.
just there for moral support.
And he didn't
He's an
follow
emotional
you.
support dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can't jump around and go with you in the rest of the level either. He pretty much stays in one place.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
He might wander off like they do. And then, yeah, I don't know what his purpose was. Little pink dog.
Okay.
Cute little dog.
His name is Harry.
Harry the pink dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds very interesting thus far.
So this game does remind me. Well, do you hear that, Dave? Do we want to do that?
Yeah, we can do. You want to do a Wikipedia thing?
Let's do that.
Let's do a Wikipedia thing. Of course, I hear that old segment that we've done for a long time called Dave Reads some Wikipedia, which
You're
is
quacking.
rolling. I hear that quack.
There's some quacking
Nice.
and a,
Thank you,
and a little
John.
slurp, slurp, slurp of a dog running around
Man.
that's made out of jelly. But
John, you redeemed yourself for not knowing how to duck in video games.
Yeah,
Hold the control key, turn into a duck.
They should implement that in more modern games.
Yeah,
I feel
like, yeah. Is there a Counter-Strike mod for like hold the control
there
key, turn
fucking
into a
should
duck?
be.
bind it to the control
Yeah,
key,
man.
and then suddenly you're just a duck. And you can stay a duck and you don't get hurt. You're just a duck.
I got
They'd have to change it where it's not the control key, but more
The duck
something
key.
like something else.
bind F4 to the duck key. I have $5 on the table that says there is a Skyrim mod that turns you into a duck when you crouch. Jelly Boy is a platform game developed by Probe Software, whom I know from Game Gear Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
For the Super Nintendo Entertainment System and Game Boy. I played the Game Boy version. It's just like the Super Nintendo version, but much worse.
Oh, good. At least there's that.
Yeah, they did a really good job of porting a bad game poorly. The slowdown is horrible.
Oof.
The hit detection is a nightmare. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It runs pretty bad. If you're gonna choose between the two to play, I would suggest you play the Super Nintendo version. Shocking. It was published in Europe in 1995 by Ocean Software. Yes, you heard right. 95. Yeah, first of all, yeah, let's talk about that. 1995, very late in the Super Nintendo.
This seems like I would have thought it was a 91.
I would have thought very early release because it looks and plays like
basic.
that. Yeah,
It's very, look, I know nothing about it except the little bit
you know
that
how
I
to
saw. I do know that. And just what I saw of Tyler playing it, and it does not look like a 1995 game. No.
And it only came out in Europe until like 2 weeks ago when it came out on Nintendo Switch Online, where it was unleashed upon North American shores for the first time.
Which I think is, we were talking last week, what the fuck are they doing with these games? This might be their way of saying, hey, you know, this was only in Europe. Now you have your chance to play an exclusive European game. And I'm like,
man,
huh.
Do you guys like that?
Isn't that something?
No.
Isn't that neat?
Or maybe they were like, man, you know this Claymates thing? You got any more of them? Kind of.
I mean, we got this one that was released in Europe called Jelly Boy. Do it. Do it.
Let me check in the back. My manager said all we have is Jelly Boy. And then that's essentially it. I mean, it goes into the gameplay of the game. Where you're controlling Jelly Boy.
Which Jelly Boy is like if David Crane's Blob ate the boy, and it controls sort of like that because the Jelly Boy can get items that turn him into other functional tools.
Right.
Sort of like giving a jelly bean to the Blob.
Right.
Can I read the thing?
Yeah, read the thing. Yeah. Oh, you want to read the story?
Can I read the thing?
Yeah, read the thing.
You sure?
Read the
Yeah.
thing.
I don't know how to do this.
Don't fuck it up, Ian.
Can you do it in Civil War voice? I feel like
Oh, yeah.
I'll try.
I feel like that's a crowd pleaser. Yeah.
You find some Civil War.
Get in
music.
character.
Lemon face, lion face, lemon face.
You want to find Civil War music?
We could all
We'll
just
put that in
we could all
post.
just sing.
No.
Dun. All right.
Right. See, Tyler knows what's up.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. All right, I'm going to go.
Go.
Jelly Boy was born in the huge sweet factory owned by the eccentric and very rich Mr. Swirly. One day, lightning struck a vat of jelly, making it hiss and spit. Energized by the power of the lightning, a spark of life was born. Where am I? Thought Jelly Boy. Lying in his jelly mold,
What am I?
he sprang up and ran for the door.
The homunculus.
Factory workers in hot pursuit. I've got to get out of here, he thought. Ducked down a duct. He ducked down a duct and emerged on a long corridor with many doors.
Many other
Many
Jelly
other
Boys.
doors. Oh, God. The middle door was for the lift, and Jelly Boy ran towards it, but the lift operator barred his way. Why won't you let me in? Asked Jelly Boy. They're coming after me. The noise of the factory workers echoed down the corridor. They were approaching fast. It's a long story, the lift operator replied. This lift goes directly to Mr. Swirly's penthouse, and I've got orders not to let anyone in without 6 special items hidden behind these doors. the lift operator explained, pointing to the doors along the corridor. The floors between here and the top of the building are full of Swirly's favorite toys, games, and puzzles. Swirly has promised to reward the first one and... Wait a minute. Swirly has promised to reward the first one to collect all 6 special items by fulfilling their... Gotta switch to the next page.
This is a little bit of like an Oasis scenario here. Little Ready Player One.
Yeah.
It is. I thought the same thing.
Jelly Boy's the first Gunter.
By fulfilling... Yes, exactly.
Was that any of their usernames in Ready Player One? If not, Ernest Klein, wake up.
Wake up, Ernest. I thought you were
Parsival
so
and Jelly
in tune.
Boy.
Fulfill their dearest wish. Nobody has ever found 1 item, let alone 6, although many have tried and become lost among the different worlds.
Fun. That's not a liability at all.
Well,
What's Mr. Swirly's
I
insurance
love how
like?
they can have this long, drawn-out conversation while the factory workers are approaching
Still
quickly.
approaching
Yeah.
rapidly.
Yeah, that's true. And also the guy is not like, hey, aren't you jelly?
Right, he just seems pretty cool.
Yeah,
with it.
he's real
Yeah.
cool with this. It's almost like it was planned.
All right, the story continues.
I don't believe it.
Well, I'm going to try, said Jelly Boy bravely. With my shape-changing jelly powers, which I'm suddenly aware of because, I just literally came to life
Right.
10 seconds ago.
I know Kung Fu.
Trinity, jelly powers. With my shape-changing jelly powers, I'm not afraid of anything except those fucking factory workers that have been chasing him. He's running from.
Right.
Anyway, all right then, said the lift operator. Here are the rules. The items that Mr. Swirly wants are guarded by some very
Don't
nasty
talk
creatures.
about Jelly Boy.
Rule 2. We don't talk about
Jelly Boy.
Are guarded by some very nasty creatures. You need to find a piece of puzzle on each level of the world. Once you've gotten the pieces, you're able to enter their domain and deal with the Guardian. Then you can take the special item and bring it back to me. Also hidden on one level is the key to another of these doors. He gestured up and down the corridor. You need the key before you can move on. Now hurry up, lad, and watch out for heavies. They'll want to stop you. With that, Jelly Boy disappeared beyond the first door. He was in such a rush, he failed to notice the little pink dog that followed him in, yapping excitedly. Now get set for Jelly Boy's greatest adventure.
And the factory workers never arrive.
They were killed by heavies. along the
Yeah,
way,
no shit.
apparently. So that's
It's Jelly Boy.
Jelly Boy.
That was a good reading. Thank
Thanks.
Yeah,
He needs to
very
be in
nice.
competition with Peanut Butter Girl. That's that's the conflict I want to see.
Who's Peanut Butter Girl?
That should be another
Oh,
someone else
that's his-
trying to beat
That's
you.
his soulmate.
Yeah.
lightning struck some peanut butter, and then peanut
hissed
butter
and
girl
sizzled.
awoke and said, "Where am I?"
So I'm glad you brought that up because, like, jellies are gummies in Britain, right? So this is like
Yes.
Gummy Boy,
Oh.
right?
It's like,
Yeah.
was it jelly? Is it Jelly Babies?
Jelly
That's,
Babies.
Jelly babies, yeah.
Twitch chat told me that the fourth Doctor ate
Mhm.
jelly
Yeah, he did.
babies.
He did. They
So
were jelly beans, though.
oh, they were jelly beans.
Jelly babies are jelly beans.
Oh, okay. I thought jelly babies were gummy bears.
I think they're jelly beans.
Okay,
If I'm wrong, Ross, I'm sorry.
because I was like, I did a little bit
At
of.
least I
'cause-
didn't tell the same story this week that I told them.
Today I was like, did chat troll me? And I like looked. I was like, is jelly gummy in Britain? And Google was like, I didn't even go to a page. Google's just like, yeah, it's fine.
But I think they're. I think jelly babies are jelly beans, but I think they call gummies jellies as well.
Okay.
just not jelly babies.
I think I read that like gummy was like,
Jelly Babies look like Sour Patch Kids.
Oh shit! They sure. Okay, I stand corrected. Then they are little gummies.
and I read that like gummy was like a German thing. Like that's like like the word comes from the German language.
Okay.
Now again,
Right.
Google again was just like, trust me on this. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, because I really don't care.
Yeah, man, it's cool. You've never lied to me yet.
Sure. I have. But anyway,
So Jelly Babies come in the flavor apple, orange, lemon, black currant, and kiwi.
weird.
It's very
Why did
British.
you throw a
Yeah,
black,
it's very
black currant
British.
in there?
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
Yeah.
Fish fingers and custard.
Oh, you got your fish and chip jelly babies to put in your boat rice.
Put in your boat rice.
Boat race
Stuffing my
flavored.
boat rice with these black currant.
My skin and blister
Jelly
gave me some
babies.
jelly babies. Put me boat rice.
God, that's every week now.
Yeah, I expected.
That and frog pussy. I'm just gonna go ahead and get
There
that
it
out of the
is.
way.
It's out of the
too.
way.
So he can punch. Jelly Boy can punch.
Yeah.
But he doesn't use his arms.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, an arm comes out of his belly to punch enemies.
Or
Or what?
it could be something else.
Or it could be something else.
Could be something else.
Could be a great big old Johnson.
A Jelly Johnson.
A Jelly Johnson.
My favorite president.
Have you
Jelly
seen that?
Johnson.
Like, it's what is it? A Dutch
Rudder.
children's show about a man with a gigantic penis that he uses to
Yeah.
Heard
help
about
solve his
this.
problems. Yeah.
That like they do in like the DuckTales live intro remake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where that's like they all have like gigantic penises that are pixel mosaicked out, and they use it as like a rope to climb up. It's Huey, Dewey, and Louie with enormous penises. Pretty good. I'm surprised you guys haven't
I
seen
can roll
it.
Are you? 'Cause
yeah,
that's a.
I thought we were friends. Yeah,
Thought you had taste.
you did.
No, that's what you're saying about me.
Oh
You
God,
thought I
no.
had taste.
Oh Christ.
So I know you.
So the game being a platformer, so it's sort of an action platform because you do have an attack. You take various forms, Boy and the Blob style. You have lives, but they were also. Tell me if I'm wrong here, because it was a little Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, they sort of Sonic the Hedgehog you because you get musical notes.
Music notes for some reason.
And when you get hit, you lose them all, and you can get them back. Like Sonic
Mhm.
will get a few of your rings back or whatever. And then there was other stuff like, what was the gold heart that made you have sunglasses and a hat on?
That's an extra life.
Is it-
That's an extra life.
Yeah, that's an extra
Okay,
life.
Okay,
And I do think one of the nice things about the game is like this goes back to the whole duck thing. Like it's fucking stupid. You press A, like how European is that? You press A to duck. I mean, come on, get the fuck out. But like,
It sucked because there were levels where you're riding a platform and there were like these saw blades and you got to duck under them.
yeah,
And I kept forgetting.
Pressing
I
down.
kept pressing down
'Cause
to
it's
go
like, yeah,
to
but-
duck, and I'm like,
but yeah, they like
I feel like that would be really detrimental to your experience. Like,
but you
yeah,
can't
having
do
that,
anything
because-
while you're ducking. So I guess it's not like you can duck and fire your weapon or shoot or punch or anything.
and you don't have to duck that often. But it's like when you do need to duck, you do need to duck because it's like yeah, you got saw blades like Meat Boy style. You got to like duck
Mhm.
through those, like you're saying, while you ride a little hoverboard platform. But like, yeah, so like there is one thing that I really do like about this game, and it's that they kind of go out of the way to like do these little animation flourishes where it's like you turn into a duck when you duck, and also when you get an extra life, Jelly Boy wears a hat and sunglasses. And it's like, that sounds real stupid, but I don't know, man. I played a lot of these video games, and a lot of them do not do that. A number just goes from 1 to 2.
Yep.
You're right.
They did, and the different forms you can take, and there's kind of a lot of
Yes.
forms. There's, of course, you pick up a little thing, and you'll nail. In one level, you're on a skateboard, and you can ride the skateboard up and down and jump real high and pick up the cherries and the fruits and stuff. And
And
one of
different
the things
fruits
is
have different
fruits have different properties. So, and they tell you the first time you pick up a lemon, it says that the lemon. What does the lemon do?
gives you more
Gives you more
time.
time.
More time.
Citrus fruits, notoriously good for giving you
Yes,
time.
and then
lemon and oranges.
Avocados give you lives, right?
I think if you collect 100 avocados or cherries,
Maybe
Yeah.
cherries. That just is sort of a running thing. There's cherries everywhere, but
yeah, I think
the
you gotta get 100 of
avocados
them.
are limited.
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I forgot, but
The citrus fruits I remember because the fucking timer is more oppressive than wartime
the timer-
Germany. I mean, it's just
the
like what the
timer
fuck,
is-
man. It's like always breathing down your neck, especially in that skateboard
Oh
level.
my fucking!
And it's like,
short.
where's an orange? Where's an orange? And you're fucking frantically
Yes.
skateboarding to try to
The-
find an orange. It's like a fever dream.
the
Trying
skateboarding?
to Lord Higgins away
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah, no shit.
That level was hard because the timer was so short. You don't get time to do anything. The good thing is you can always go back to a level, and then if you're about to run out of time, you can nope out of it and come back and get right back into it. But you have to have completed it at least once to be able to go back in and just sort of roam around. And another good thing, if you find a puzzle piece, that puzzle piece is yours, even if you nope out of the level right after you find the puzzle piece. You do not have to
that is true.
Get all the way out of the level to
good.
get it. So I found that out, and that was nice because sometimes you'll spend 90% of the clock just looking for where the hell this puzzle piece was.
Now remember, you said that.
I will.
Okay.
I will. I know
All
we're
right.
getting to
Yes.
something. You've been teasing me with this for days.
Yeah.
But,
Starting to leak.
but then you
Starting
got
to leak.
the,
You've been teasing
Yeah,
about
there
this
you
for
go.
days.
Yeah, I've been edging Ian. I've been edging you. This is a process.
This is good. This is good. I like it. I like the way this.
Just
feels.
remember, it's like 90% of the game you're looking for puzzle pieces, and I agree. I was definitely there with you.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to comment on the different forms. You can be a pogo stick, which makes you jump super high. And it's neat, too, that it gives you the little clock that follows you around while you're in a different form to tell you how much time you have.
Yes.
That's cool.
Also,
except when you're on the skateboard, you can literally go faster than your timer.
Yes, absolutely.
Which sucks because I was like, oh, you get the first skateboard power up, and it's like, I get this forever. No, you don't.
Nope.
The timer eventually catches back up to you, and it's like, I have 5 seconds. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just keep picking up those because they're placed,
Don't
very randomly.
Don't play this game.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't play this game.
If you find yourself playing it, just
Stop.
Just stop.
Just set it down.
Do anything else.
I don't know,
Contemplate.
man. I feel like I'm convinced that I need to play it. I mean, you guys have been just really selling it
Yeah.
hard. Like,
Yeah, I get it.
It's like you got to touch that bench, see if the paint is wet. You can't just take the word for it.
What is that form that he takes where he looks like a table?
Like a battering ram.
Okay, because I know that's the thing he does. is he
Yeah.
batters.
I
into
assumed
stuff.
it was a battering ram, but he does look like a table.
And I didn't like that form because when you batter into like a glass brick or whatever it is, it bounces you
bounce back,
back,
yeah.
and you walk really, really, really slowly.
Like
in
a
that
Belmont
form.
that just got hit.
Yeah, exactly, like a Belmont. And but you can also be a hammer, which has the same effect. It's just not as violent.
You're just not as long and flat.
right.
Yeah.
What was another? Oh, you can be a light bulb. There's a level where it's dark and you turn into a light bulb and it lights up
There's
the
the
area
cannon.
around you. The
cannon,
a
right.
soda bottle.
Soda bottle,
Right. Where you can pop a.
the brick,
Oh God, the brick pissed me off because I actually
get
had
in the middle of the air and
I
just fall
had
down and die.
the problem where I picked up the brick thing and I only had like 6 seconds left to get out of the fucking level, and I burned that time because you just when you're the brick, John, you just fall over.
You have all the
And
powers
you
of a
stay
brick.
a brick for like 2. It's like a punishment.
Yeah.
oh,
It's
okay.
like avoid
Okay, so
this.
it's just like, this sounds terrible.
Yeah, and the game's full of shit like that. Like
It's a
there,
ketchup jelly bean.
yeah, there's definitely like a segment where it's like you're platforming, and in your jump trajectory, you got to dodge a brick power up because like if you hit the brick
Oh.
power up, you'll just plummet
To your death.
to your death. There's also like plenty of like in the toy factory, just giant teddy bears that act like
just
thwomps
rando
that just
fall
fucking
out of the
come out of
fall.
nowhere.
Randomly. Oh, I got to power up. Nope, teddy bear. Okay, I'm dead.
Yeah,
So wait, what is the teddy
All my
bear
music
do?
notes are gone.
It's a relatively giant teddy bear that slides apropos of nothing out from behind a big block above you and hits you.
yeah, it's like a thwomp in Mario Brothers. You
Yeah,
know the
yeah.
the
Yeah,
big
okay.
the
But
brick
you can
thing.
hit him and get like
turns-
a bunch of notes, which is more life.
There's that one power up that has you have 4 plungers all around you and you stick to the walls.
That's right. You walk,
Yeah.
you roll up the wall. I had trouble controlling that.
Me
It's a
too.
little weird.
Yeah,
That sounds like a cool power up, though.
It is because it gets you up to an area where you get stuff.
Yeah.
and I did like the fact that when you like hit one of the little question mark blocks and get a power up or notes or something, it would respawn. Like
yep.
if you run out of time to do the thing you're supposed to do in that form, they give you the thing back to try again.
Yeah.
So that was nice, I guess.
And I thought, like, honestly, like the puzzle platforming elements were pretty solid. Honestly, like even like I know he's a pain in the ass, but like friendly the indestructible block.
Yeah.
It just says they're grinning at you.
Yeah, your companion cube.
Companion cube.
He's
That's
essentially
immediately
your
what I
companion
thought.
It is
cube.
a companion cube, actually. You push him onto spikes that are below you
Yeah.
so that you can get on the spikes. And then I had to figure out that if you punch the block, he bounces, hits the wall,
There's
and
some
goes
physics
behind
involved there. That's
you.
kind of neat.
Bad.
But it's like
It's also a deadly weapon. You can punch it
He can
at somebody and it'll kill them.
Kill
It'll
toy soldiers.
kill
and
toy
shit.
soldiers.
yeah. It's. I mean, I feel like
Sounds like there's some at least interesting mechanics at work.
there's some concepts there. Yeah, that are interesting for sure.
And I'll say again, I didn't hate it, but I did get to the point where I was like, I don't want to keep trying. I don't want to keep.
It got hard early on.
It really did.
Really hard. It feels like a kid's game. Like, for just having a character named Helpy the Indestructible Block, you sort of think of a cute little dog and
there's
toy
literally
soldiers
letter
and
blocks
Legos
everywhere and Legos.
yeah, but man, it is not.
No, and it definitely looks. Yeah, it looks like a game that would be appealing to a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be very difficult. And but like, Mommy, why can't I get past level 1?
Because Ocean
Get
hates
good,
you.
bitch.
Get good.
Start flossing or something. I don't know, man.
So are you gonna bring me to this? Are you gonna bring me over the edge yet?
You ready?
Yeah.
So how many puzzle pieces did you find?
4
4 out of
of 8.
Out
I
of
think.
8. And it's like there are 8 worlds. Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Oh, God.
No, I'm not. There are 8 worlds. And so in order to fight a boss for the world, you have to collect every puzzle piece. There's a puzzle piece in every level that's hidden.
Very well hidden, I
And
might add.
Yes, and you got to find it. So I was a good boy.
One puzzle piece per boss.
Per
no,
level.
one
Per
puzzle
level,
piece
okay.
per level. Collect all the puzzle pieces, and you fight the boss of that world. And then you can move on. You would think. I got all the puzzle pieces. I fought the boss, which was a big, roly robot. Beat the boss, no problem. I left, because there's an overworld map, and I left, and then you go to that hallway that you talked
The
about in
strange,
the intro.
unlit, dark hallway with the lift and the
Right.
yeah.
And I went and I talked to the doorman. And he didn't give me any useful information. So I was like, okay. And then so I'm like, well, I beat the boss. Let me try to go into one of these other rooms. It won't let me do it. It's like, okay, well then let me go back to the first world. So when I'm going back to the first world, I notice next to the door on the right, there's a key. There's a hidden key in every world that you have to find in addition to the puzzle pieces in order to progress to the next world.
There is a key in every level?
In every world.
In every world.
Oh, just one somewhere.
One super secret hidden key somewhere in any of the levels in the world.
And it's not there before you collect the puzzle pieces?
That I don't know because I never fucking found it. And when I found out that's what you had to do, I was like, I'm not doing this. I found all the puzzle pieces for this world. Good day.
That should be enough.
So you're telling me that if
That
I
is
had
Donkey Kong
gone
64 on the Super Nintendo. Yes, I am telling you that.
You're going back to each level to try and figure
That's
out
what it sounds like with all the fruit you get. Yeah.
How many
man.
levels per world are there?
That I don't know because I did not get past the first world and refused
Okay.
to for the rest of my
Okay.
life.
How many
World
in the
One?
first
In World 1, there's like 8.
There's like 8 of them.
8?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably 8 per world.
That'd be my
'cause
guess.
It's one puzzle piece.
So this game is long as fuck.
It's pretty long. It took me about 2 hours to get all the puzzle pieces and all that and then not find a key because I'm not doing
Yeah,
that.
no,
There's
I would have
7
been-
more worlds.
Yeah, there's 7 more worlds
Like
after that.
that.
Yeah, and then who the fuck knows what happens when he goes see Mr. Swirly? Who knows? I don't know. He's probably someone you fight. I don't know. But I will never find out because, yeah, this is, and like Rhythm Master Paul Korn was even like, man, did Rare take a bunch of this for Banjo Kazooie? Because it's like you're collecting jingos or whatever the fuck, the musical notes and puzzle pieces.
There seems to be
And this was like, I guess, British development and Rare and all that. So it's like, I don't know, man. There is a little bit of crossover. 1995. There's a possibility that, yeah.
I feel like Collectathon is my least favorite sub-genre of game.
Collectathon's pretty bad. And it's like
Collectathon and escort mission
I
game.
don't mind it if it's
Yeah.
doable. I loved Banjo-Kazooie. We've talked about that before, but that's just dumb. The fact that key is hidden in one of these one random world that you got to go through the whole fucking thing a second time or third or fourth, depending on how long you spent looking for the puzzle.
I looked until my stream time was up.
Mm-hmm.
And
For the key?
Give the key.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's like, fuck, I got like 20 more minutes. Might as well look for this key. And how hard can it be? I've already been through these levels fucking 3 times already. Find puzzle pieces.
Still never found it. In the...
It was hard. It was. Yeah, I don't know where they are.
This is Ready Player One.
It would be
really
super
is.
shitty if it didn't spawn until you got 8 puzzle pieces. So then you'd have to go through every single world.
Well, you said you saw a key when you came.
It was in the hallway. There's a key like on the door, which signifies you have access to this world.
I bet that key doesn't spawn until you get those puzzle pieces.
I
probably
don't know.
That would.
I'm not going to the lab to find out.
I was about to say I couldn't know what else to do, so I had Paula pray, and then the door opened up.
Right? Yeah. So that killed it for me. Honestly, I kind of thought it was a pretty. I'll be real with you. I thought this game was better than Claymates.
I did too.
Up until I'm looking for puzzle pieces and I got to find a super secret mystery key out of the giant nose at the end of Double Dare. Like that, was pretty much where it was like, nah, you know what? Claymates is definitely better than this. Like the level design in Jelly Boy is super better than Claymates.
Way better.
Like, cause there's so much puzzle. There's like so much puzzle solving that they have a layout. It's designed.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're supposed to go this way and then this way and then do this thing and do that thing. And Claymates, it's just like, fucking man, I don't know. We made a game. Don't you like it?
you could be a bird made of clay, man.
Right.
And
this mouse can bark.
Right. This is the peak of Blaze processing. Don't you understand?
Yeah, but in this game you can be a duck made of jelly.
That is
exactly
that is true. Gummy ducks.
It was fine.
A peanut butter girl that I would have been happy.
Yeah. Right.
It was fine. It was fine. Until I got frustrated. I gave up before you did. I never found all the puzzle pieces because I just didn't have time. Again, maybe when I was 10 and I had nothing but time to sit at home in my bedroom and play this, and this is my summer quest. I'm going to beat Jelly Boy, I guess.
I get that, but like also think about 1995 and think about the other fucking games that were
Chrono
out.
Trigger's out. Final Fantasy 6 is out. Mario, the game that came with it, is way better than this in every way.
Very good point.
How many puzzle pieces do I have to find in Mario? None? Great, let's do it.
It sounds like it's just as long as Mario, too. Like,
It's probably longer.
Did you guys, speaking of a peanut butter girl, I'm just wondering, did you guys, at your various schools growing up, was there the tale of a girl who put peanut butter on her vagina and had her dog lick it off?
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
I live in America.
Ours was.
Does everybody have a peanut butter girl?
No, we don't have I don't have a peanut butter girl. We had a hot dog girl.
Yeah.
All right.
Who put a hot dog in her vagina and it broke.
Yeah.
And she had to go to the doctor to get it removed. It was a lie.
We didn't have one of those, but I've heard that one before.
Yeah.
We had a tuna girl.
It was a friend of mine's sister.
What did tuna girl do? She just smelled like tuna?
No, I just put tuna in there, and then for reasons unknown, probably to have a pet lick it, and then like didn't get it all out, and then it got all gross.
Wow. Blowfly girl. Proto blowfly girl.
Ooh, don't.
Which man, that sucks. Like that. Like, how does someone like? Can you imagine being somebody and then all of a sudden you're fucking tuna girl for no fucking reason other than Betty doesn't like you?
Yeah, that would. Yeah, no, I couldn't. It's like
that bitch.
Why would you
fucking
do that?
Betty?
Fucking Betty.
Fucking Betty.
I always thought it was Veronica. That's a real Veronica move.
Because it was our peanut butter girl. Because I remember very clearly who she was. I rode the bus with her, and everybody always teased her about it. She's like, I didn't fucking do that shit. Quit saying that. Oh, your friend said that. And she didn't have friends that did swear she did that. But then, of course, she would say, no, I didn't.
Those were not real friends.
Right. Well, she was our peanut butter girl was a piece of work. Let's leave it at that and fill in your imagination, and everything you guess is right. So I had not seen Peanut Butter Girl for a very long time. And she was a very difficult person in my few interactions I ever had with her. So
when you're reasoning, it was believable that she would need to rub peanut butter on her genitals in order.
Possibly. I mean, she had many a male suitor in middle school already. So I don't think she wouldn't have to have a dog do that.
A boxer, a pit bull, a Dalmatian.
Yeah.
They were all lovely gentlemen.
But I remember she was also. I remember back in middle school when we had the whole gang scare. So
coming in from Chicago.
Marshall County gangs.
There was a whole thing where no one wanted to wear blue for a while because it was the color of folk.
We had
and folk had split off from the Crips. Yeah,
tough to pull that off in Kentucky.
Their symbol all over the old tobacco barns you can find is like a blue pitchfork spray painted. Folk. Yeah, everybody was terrified. Apparently, she was in folk. She got gang banged into folk. Yep, there you go. John knows
Did you
the
throw up a
sign.
gang sign?
I remember that one. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Damn.
So that's when she was most notorious for. Like when most kids were talking about holding hands, she'd already been gang banged into folk apparently, and then that progressed into Peanut Butter Girl. And
did she own that? Like, I mean, was that like a thing where she was like
the gangbang? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I assume it sounded like
she was like, fuck you out of that shit.
Right.
Don't fuck with me.
I do what I want.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have that fucking dog.
Right.
Anybody eat this pussy. Ain't no dog eat this pussy.
Anyone in folk.
Anybody.
But not the dogs.
Not the dogs.
Not the dog. Well, if the dogs are in folk, it's fine.
But they don't need peanut butter to get motivated. They just come right for
I
it.
put fucking weed up in that shit. So I hadn't seen or heard anything about this girl in a very long time. And then
folk showed up.
Well, I had to go pick up Choco Chica from her friend's house.
How long ago was this?
I mean, this originated like a few years ago.
Okay.
So I drive over there. Melissa and I do. I mean, because Melissa and I went to high school together.
And you were like,
she knew, and middle school together. Like Melissa knew all about this, about Peanut Butter Girl.
You were like, do you smell peanut butter?
What is you smell peanut butter and folk? So yeah, we pull up to get her, and her stepmother is Peanut Butter Girl. We were so Choco Chica gets to hang out with this girl all the time. Yay!
If they come at you with a jar of peanut butter, call me immediately.
If she ever comes home and has peanut butter on her face, it's no. She did some pretty heinous shit. So she is no longer the stepmother involved. I'm happy to say.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did you make sure that Choco Chica was not a member of folk?
Ask.
Yeah, you should definitely ask her. Like, yeah, you didn't get like jumped in. Is that what they called it?
Yeah, they did.
What, the guys got jumped in or jumped out?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which I never really
Middle school's dumb.
understood that one, honestly. Sounds like a pretty steep membership price. I think I'll just pay $10 a month if that's cool. You guys seem like you're all about money, so let me just pay you up, yeah.
So yeah, this game. You got any achievements?
Yeah, I got a couple that came in from Twitch chat. For Jelly Boy, this wonderful game that we played, first achievement, Keymaster. In order to unlock Keymaster, finish all the levels in one world and then find the key. You did find the key, right? You fool! The key! And that came in from P. Willie Eaton. Thank you, Willie. Next achievement. Let's hear it for the Jelly Boy. In order to unlock, let's hear it for the Jelly Boy. Begin your Jelly Boy adventure with the tunes of Denise Williams.
Mm-hmm. Let's hear it for the boy. Dun, 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 dun. From Footloose, I believe.
Or if you're me, you know it as the Disney TV music video that's about Mickey Mouse. Oh. Because that was that one that is burned into my brain because I remember when we got the Disney Channel preview, And we got our super long play VHS tapes and fucking put them in and recorded every fucking goddamn minute of it so that we could pump that well of entertainment for all it was worth.
I had that on Saturday morning, Looney Tunes.
Sorry about that.
Super long play.
Oh, man.
VHSs
God.
of Looney Tunes for weeks.
God, it's the best shit. It was the best shit. No, it was literally the best we had. They had this like Disney TV, which was like an MTV knockoff thing where they just did music videos, but instead of the actual videos, it was like cut with like old Disney cartoons and stuff. And Let's Hear It for the Boy
remember those.
Was all about Mickey Mouse.
That was used as a montage of Kevin Bacon teaching Sean Penn how to dance in Footloose.
Nikki really likes that movie, and I've never seen it.
It's all right.
Was there like a remake or something of that?
Yeah, they didn't.
Was it awful?
Remade it.
Melissa said it was.
Tanya liked it enough to say it was okay, but I think she obviously preferred the original.
It seems like why redo that one? Because it seems
doesn't
like
need to be
everyone
redone.
loves Footloose.
It's a good movie. I
It's
mean,
about a town that outlaws dancing.
Right? Yeah, which is kind of where I check out.
Yeah. Well,
that was where I went to high school.
Right? Yeah.
it's very godly and
Half the high school had outlaw dancing because they were Church of Christ. So yeah,
Are you fucking
totally.
for real?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They had a separate prom and everything. Yeah.
Was folk allowed at their prom or not?
Man, you just blew my fucking mind. I didn't.
well,
wow.
in addition to the
There's
dancing,
full,
Because,
full
like,
prom,
here-
Church of Christ prom.
Here
and
I
Orange County
am
prom.
thinking how ludicrous it sounds for a whole town to outlaw dancing, and here you are telling me that is an actual thing that happened.
Oh yeah, none of the Church
here.
of Christ kids absolutely went to any
Holy
dance
shit.
or would do any dances. Yeah, had their own separate events. Homecoming,
You know what?
Prom.
The whole dancing thing wouldn't have been a big deal, but it got politicized real early. Third achievement. PB and Jelly Boy. In order to unlock PB and Jelly Boy, get eaten by the chomping teeth. That came in from Gentle G. We kind of failed to mention that the first world is like a toy world, right?
yeah,
I mean,
it is. It's Lego blocks and
yeah,
toy soldiers and chattering teeth.
yeah.
Um,
Sesame Street music.
yeah,
Lots of primary colors. Yeah.
lots. It looked like Romper Room threw up all over that place.
That's it. That's all the achievements I got. Anybody here have
I
any
don't
achievements?
have one this week. I didn't think of one.
I got 2.
What you got?
Okay, get those rings. I mean, music notes. Get 100 music notes,
Yeah. Okay.
and then Phantos sleeps forever.
Oh God, never.
So never find the key and quit the game.
So, man, Phantos Sleeps Forever made me think. I know earlier in the history of the show, I said that when I die, I just want my body to be slid into a giant blender. But actually, I think I'd rather have like a nice tombstone with Phantos' face on it, and then like a key, just a key in the middle of my grave, giant key, a giant heavy key.
Mhm.
And that's it. I just want the temptation.
I like it.
there
I can
forever.
do that.
Thank you.
I can do that.
It's my last will and testament.
As the youngest man here, I will bury all of you as to your exact specifications.
I think it's illegal for us to bet on that, but I'd like to. John, you're all wrapped up in wires, bud.
I don't know what I've done here. It's driving me
somehow
crazy.
made
you
it
look.
worse.
You
I
made the
did.
same face Jack looks when he has sticky hands.
There. Thank you. It was driving me crazy that wire was hanging over that. I'm sorry.
I've been watching you fucking look at that for 30 minutes, and I knew it was coming. Headphones coming off in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I'm
action.
sorry. It was killing me. Like,
It was like
it was really
Kinda
bothering me
bad.
because I would move and I would see this.
All the
yeah.
cables move with it.
Ugh, sorry. He was kicking. So yeah, sounds like a shit game.
Yeah,
Or-
I feel like it had some potential, but then it just, I don't know, got weird.
Well, I feel better about the fact that I gave up when I did and didn't have the
Yeah, man.
experience that you had, which
Well-
was, fuck, I got to go look for this key.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's true. I mean, I mean, I'm the only one who had the authentic Jelly Boy experience, but you know.
true.
I mean, if you're into
But
that.
I mean, outside of that, yeah, I would totally not fucking play this game.
I
or spend
also
time
played
on
this
it,
game, but still had an authentic Jelly Boy experience.
That is fair to say. I mean, that is fair to say.
You ever got in a latex suit full of strawberry jelly?
Yeah.
That's the Jelly Boy experience.
It's how I got into folk too.
That's how they jump you in.
We jump you in. We're all wearing jelly suits.
It's like, man, I just signed up for the orgy. I didn't know about this. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
I have questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to give this game a beard, what kind of beard would you give it?
I would give it the beard of one of the many varieties of Squeeze-It bottles that I used to collect as a kid. Because they all had weird faces on them.
Yeah.
And it was my collection that I hid under the bed, and it collected or gathered all sorts of ants under my bed.
Your collection had a collection of its own. Man, I wish you still had that collection.
I do too. A few Squeeze-It bottles.
Yeah.
Are those the like Kool-Aid and you twist the top
Yeah,
off and
baby.
squeeze them? Okay.
I'm gonna give it that because it's not as good as Kool-Aid. You know, it has kind of cool packaging, but drinking it's all right.
So, in the analogy, in the Squeeze-It Kool-Aid analogy, who is Kool-Aid? Is that Claymates, or is that a much better game like Super Mario World?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, is it Claymates or is it Jelly Boy?
No, I think Squeeze-It. I mean, it sounds like
Kool-Aid's still around, still doing really well. Kool-Aid's still delicious, so I'd say Kool-Aid is like Mario.
that's your classic.
I
Yeah.
made some Kool-Aid
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah, what flavor?
Kool-Aid's good.
Well, it was, I believe, mixed. No,
Just tell us what color it was.
It was
It's fine.
blue.
I'm starting to doubt that you made
It was
Kool-Aid last night.
blue. It was blue, and it tasted like blue.
All right,
Perfect.
that's all-
I got
yeah,
you.
Blue. I got
I
it.
got
What
you.
we were
Got it.
asking.
Blue. Yeah, because I don't know what the fuck flavor blue is either.
The picture before that was Charcoalberry Finn, which I was
Fucking Charcoalberry
really
Finn. They
happy
still
to
make
see
that
they
shit,
still
huh?
made
Nice.
Charcoalberry Finn.
Love it.
And then the picture before that was my favorite, which is the blue. I think it's blue raspberry lemonade. It's
like
also blue, but a different blue. It's like a sky blue as opposed to that deep blue.
As opposed to Kool-Aid blue. And we all
Right,
know
right.
what
Kool-Aid
yeah,
blue,
we all know
yeah.
what Kool-Aid blue is. So let me ask
You
you.
got excited. We talked about Kool-Aid, so you
Kool-Aid,
flipped
man.
out.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I like Kool-Aid.
Let me ask you the real question.
John was
Shit on
like,
some
"You
Kool-Aid."
fuckers aren't going to excite me this whole episode. I can be turned down pretty low." Bro, Kool-Aid. John got excited.
Sugar. How do you do it? How do you handle it when you make Kool-Aid?
1 cup.
1 cup.
Yeah.
That's like direction. You go based on.
Yeah, I
The
measured
written-
it out.
I mean, it
Yeah.
was designed that way for a reason.
It was definitely.
Absolutely agree.
Culinary school. We drank a lot of fucking Kool-Aid in culinary school. Honestly, we'd
Really?
always had to make a bucket for everybody to drink it of with all our. We don't want to go buy soda, so we would Kool-Aid, but
Okay.
we only used half a cup.
Okay, so
I
how?
swear it was better. It didn't overpower you with the sweetness.
What's your
Really?
method? What order do you add the stuff?
Okay.
Because I have an order,
Okay.
and I would like to. I haven't made Kool-Aid in probably 25 years, but I still know my order.
Yeah. What's the alchemy here?
I do. That's just me. Hot water. Yeah, that's super important, I feel like.
To help
Hot
dissolve
water,
it or something? Or?
almost to the 2-quart line.
Okay.
Almost. Leave a little bit of a gap
Mhm.
there. Put in.
Hot water breaks it down. You can't
Then-
stir it in cold.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
It makes it so much better. And then I'll take the packet, and I have a weird thing where I have to dump the packet in, put a little bit of water in the packet to get all the excess
Yeah,
out.
okay.
And then I do that again, just to make absolutely sure I've got it all
You are
out
getting
of
your
there.
fucking money's worth.
Yeah, I'm getting all that. That's the flavor, man.
I paid
That's
69
fucking
cents for
flavor.
this fucking packet.
Nice.
I'm gonna taste it.
And then I put the cup of water in, and I try to like stir as I'm putting the cup of water in.
Yep.
Sugar, you
That's
mean?
yeah. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Yes, sugar.
I have a very similar method. It is not very much hot water, just about
Okay.
like a shot of it.
Oh, I know what you're doing. I've done this too. Yeah.
Pour the colored powder in.
Yeah.
Do the rinse thing like you're saying. Get all that
You're
flavor.
making a concentrate.
Making a concentrate. Then add water and sugar at the same time.
Okay.
Like I have another pitcher or the faucet running, and I'm putting sugar, and while I'm stirring the sugar and everything up to the point, and then finish stirring. Sugar dissolves easier than Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid tends to clump up if you don't get it in there just right. So that's my Kool-Aid method.
I dig it.
I do sugar and then empty the Kool-Aid packet
On top of the dry sugar?
Yes. And then a fifth of rum, and I call it done.
I like your method.
So here's what I did.
What are you making? Rum done.
I put the sugar and the Kool-Aid in the pitcher.
I don't know that my kids would dig it.
Now open a
I bet they would after a little while.
They probably love it. Yeah.
Open a bottle of rum.
They might go to
Throw the
sleep.
sugar and the Kool-Aid away, and just go drink the fucking rum.
Right.
I have a 6-year-old. I can barely get to eat pizza.
What?
God, yeah, he's
Picky?
the fucking pickiest eater
What's he eat?
ever.
Chicken tenders?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Okay.
And, I mean, spaghetti. He will eat spaghetti.
He's a noodle boy.
So far, you sound like my wife. Go ahead.
And chicken nuggets.
Chicken. I knew chicken nuggets was
Yeah,
gonna be.
chicken nuggets.
Cheeseburger,
mac and
hamburger?
cheese. Dude, he used to love cheeseburgers and hamburgers, and now he like throws a fucking fit if we get him a cheeseburger. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Not Cohen. Oh, Lord.
Dude, I
Lord,
don't understand
straight
this
E.
kid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, good pizza too. Like not just the like, a fucking
Totino's
tombstone
party
that we
pizzas.
fucking or something like that. It's like good pizza, and you'll still like bitch and moan about it. It's pizza.
Well, have your
Sorry.
mac and cheese. I'm eating more pizza, motherfucker. I don't have to. That means I don't have to share with you.
So do you
bad,
do
though, 'cause
the?
I'm like, man, you got to get some nutrition. Like,
I just received a message from Ross Rachel Green. Oh, there's one of his balls he sent
from
me.
across the pond.
He sent you one of his balls?
Yep.
Again.
I feel like we're the sort of friends that share pictures of testicles. Here's my not catheter bruise with a little scrotum thrown in, where he had his surgery. So he sent me the picture where he'd had it run up his leg, and there is a ball in the picture.
Well, I'm
Like
assuming,
in the sack or out of the sack? They take it out?
I think it's just in there.
It's just sack hanging down.
I don't want to see it. I
Just
just
a
want you
ball.
to.
Just a ball.
I just want you to talk about it.
Oh yeah, it's one of his. It's a ball.
So I'm assuming since he's texting you a picture of his balls that he made it through his
Then
surgery.
it's your
okay?
turn.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He asked, "Are you recording? Can I say hi?"
Tell him yes, as long as he doesn't tell the same fucking story again. How about
I'll ask him, "Are you going to tell the same story
yeah,
again?"
ask him.
I'll actually say only if you tell the same story again.
I listened back at that episode
Yeah.
last week while I was mowing the yard. I was
Yeah.
listening to that episode when it came on. We were hard on him.
Yeah.
We were really hard on
He's,
him.
he's coming back for more. He
Well-
loves it.
Well,
I guess I haven't quite
he
gotten
loves,
there
he
yet.
loves it. Also, let me tell you, he bugged me for weeks to play that. Weeks, Ian. So I feel like he could take his lumps, and I'm going to be hard on him again.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be a little bit of a
See,
running
I haven't
joke,
got
think,
I
for a
haven't
while.
It
gotten
has
there
to be.
yet. I guess.
No?
I haven't
This is a
gotten
couple
there.
weeks back.
Wait till he sends you the fucking same quiz 2 weeks in a row. I can't wait for that to happen.
Troll level 1000.
It's like, no, I knew it. Y'all still didn't get it any of the answers because it would be like 8 questions, and I'd be like, "Wait, this sounds familiar,"
Right.
And we still got
We
all the
still
wrong
got them all
answers.
wrong. Yeah, no shit.
You want to plug this in, or do you
Do I need your password or anything? Or
I think
here,
you probably just hit call, or just say, "Yeah, hand me the wire and I'll plug it in."
here, give Tyler this wire.
That way.
But unthread it
Yeah,
from
yeah.
all the other
Here.
wires.
Unthreaded.
That's it. That's all you get right there.
Okay.
Got that 3.5 millimeter stereo jack.
I'm glad you said that. I need to go get an adapter if we're going to do calls. Let me know when you want when I need to let him through the board.
I think this works.
Getting a lot of feedback there.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's the signal from his
Phone.
phone. Kind of like when your speakers on your desk would pick it up back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ross, can you hear me?
Put it up put it up, just put it up to the mic. See if that works.
All right. Let me put you on speaker. There we go.
That sounds better.
All right.
That's way
I
better.
Yeah.
hear Ross.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, handsome. Oh,
I'll just show everybody your ball.
Yeah, it's worse now. I'll say it's worse now. The bruising came out nicely.
Oh well, we're glad you're alive, though.
Very.
We're super
Ooh.
glad.
I mean, I survived to tell the tale. That's promising.
What time is it?
Like fucking 2 a.m.
Holy shit.
What are you doing up so late, man?
The cat woke me up.
Fucking cats.
I'm impressed. The cat woke you up, and you were like, "I bet the boys are recording right now."
That's exactly what I thought.
That's awesome.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed with your timing.
We're glad you're okay, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it wasn't in any way, shape, or form touch and go, and the surgeon was very confident that he could make me live all the way through it.
That is pretty good.
I like that in a surgeon. That's...
And how much did it cost for this
I knew
life-saving
that was coming.
surgery?
Oh, absolutely nothing.
God
That's
damn
the,
it.
Not even a six-pack?
that's the best bit. Sorry, I missed all of that.
Not even a six-pack of Coors Light? You guys make that over there, right? It's a famous ale. A Newcastle.
No, cause don't get cause. What do we get? We get all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
but not that I could
It was a
just start
joke, Ross.
listing
It's
off
okay.
my
Well, what
preferences.
American
That doesn't
beers
help
do you
anyone.
import? Any?
Sorry again, I missed all of that.
Are there American beers that you import over there? Any? Or are we all just all just
loads
rubbish?
and loads. But then I could just start listing beer, and I don't know what you have, and you don't know. Like Budweiser, I suppose,
Yep.
is the classic American beer.
Well,
Yep.
so gross.
It's made by
Wine,
Clydesdale.
I guess, is piss, but that seems fairly popular. Carlsberg, which might be the best beer in the world thing, which
Never
I
heard
don't
of
think
that.
is true. I guess there's just a lot of shit you can get drunk on, I suppose.
Is the Sam Adams pretty popular over there?
No, Sam Adams never not a thing.
Not shocked.
How long are you laid up for?
2 weeks.
That is shorter than I would have thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bored now. The worst part about the whole thing was after the operation, they said, right, you need to lay down, get bed rest for 4 hours, and then we'll talk about discharging you. And by bed rest, they meant absolutely horizontal, not allowed to lift my head up, not allowed to move my legs.
Oh,
I can move
Jesus.
my arms and read a book or something, but I'm fidgety. I cannot sit still. And every time you'd sort of lift your head up, the nurse would be like, put your head down. Oh, come on.
man.
I need to...
They had somebody to watch you? Somebody
Sorry, I was talking to you.
Somebody just watched you to make sure you laid perfectly still.
Well, there was 2 nurses in the room, and it's a 6-bed room, but 2 of the beds were closed because apocalypse. So basically, I had half a nurse all to myself, and they were fucking eagle-eyed, to be fair. But at one point, someone brought around sandwiches and said, "Here you go, here's a sandwich just for you." I was like, "Can I sit up and eat it?" No. How am I supposed to lay down and eat a sandwich? I'm like, you'll be surprised.
Could you turn your head to the side?
I guess I could. I just choked it down and complained the whole time.
I mean, I get it. I'm just curious.
How many blowjobs / hand jobs have you gotten? Since you can't really get up and do much.
No, I'm unfortunately unmilked.
Wake her up and put her on the phone.
Blame it on the cat.
Oh, if only.
The cat says you need to blow me right now.
I had the weirdest dream.
And then just a 5-minute conversation of
Unmilked.
Yep.
Although I find that so
How's the
amusing.
show going? What are you doing today? Is it bomb Boozle or the other one?
Jelly Boy.
That I can't hear that name without thinking it sounds a little bit racist. Because obviously in Japan it'd be Jerry Boy, and that's just making fun of people that can't say R's properly.
Well, yeah, that's what it was supposed to be called in America, but then it was called Smart Ball. So yeah, it's all sorts of fucked up.
Yeah. God, I suppose I better let you get to it.
Well, thanks for calling with your good timing and tell everybody that you lived and you're okay and you were unfortunately unmilked. And we'll all post on your wall. Everyone go to Ross's Facebook.
I'm gonna message your wife right now.
milk that boy.
We've got a Facebook campaign, Milk Ross.
Milkross.com. I'm registering it as we speak.
I'm going to change.org right now. We're going to get a petition going.
30,000 people have signed it, so the UK government have got to discuss.
Again, good to hear from you, man.
Yeah, glad you're all right, man.
Love you, bye.
Love
See
you,
ya.
bye.
Ross.
Oh, before I go, Ian, I am not listening to a podcast about Star Trek yet.
Are you holding out for it? Or are you just complaining they don't have it to listen to yet?
I'm complaining that they should have started it like a year ago.
Well, John's in charge of that.
That's on me, man. I'm
I'll go and complain to John.
I'm just
my
a
number, I'll ring him now.
terrible human being. So I mean, I'm also really lazy. That's a big part of it. It hasn't stopped me from watching.
You're too far away from him. I can't hear a word you're saying.
Oh.
Tyler's laughing, so I assume it's good.
It's good. Yeah, you're on my speakerphone by my face, and John's on the other side of the table.
I'm sorry, Ross. This is good podcast.
It's good podcasting.
It always is.
Yeah. It can't not be good podcasting.
He's
I
chiding
guess
us for
I'll
not.
wait to the show and then complain about what Ian said.
That sounds fair.
What did I say?
All right, love you, bye.
Love you,
See
bye.
you, Ross.
What did I say? Oh,
He was upset that he doesn't have a Star Trek podcast to listen to yet.
Yeah, I took the hit on that because I'm lazy and I'm busy and lazy. So it's
An odd juxtaposition.
Yeah,
I want
Sucks.
to do it, but
I know.
I need you
I know. We are going to. I
and
just
money.
got a lot of shit going.
Yeah.
But and plus, like, I don't have.
Well, it's like having a baby. There's no good time to start a podcast. You just have to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably not wrong. But it's like also like I like coming over here and having this experience. And it's like I only have so much time
You'd have to give
for
this
this
up,
kind of
yeah.
experience,
Yeah.
Which I mean, we probably wouldn't hit on the same schedule that you guys do, like probably not the same frequency, but I don't know.
After a
Maybe.
decade, it just all sort of syncs up.
We would be able to do it every week,
Okay.
content-wise, unless we
Yeah.
covered like 5 episodes per episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I wouldn't want to do that. I want to give them their due.
Just
you know?
record for 10 hours once a week.
And then split it.
And then have 10 episodes. Once every 10 weeks, you.
Like we'll cut it off every week in mid-sentence.
That was the hardest thing about Call of Cthulhu because we did 2 weeks at once. So trying to find an organic place where I could be like, and done.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Your refrigerator is suddenly packed
Is it
full
really?
of drinks and stuff.
Oh, that would be my wonderful, beautiful
And
wife.
also she put a note on there that said, "Welcome, help yourself to a drink." So
Oh,
there's
my wife
sodas
is
and
amazing.
Dude, she
Powerades
really
and
is.
stuff in there.
She's very sweet.
A lot of
She's a wonderful hostess, and I adore
tiny
her.
candy bars, which I'm currently feasting on.
I'm eyeballing those real hard. I haven't eaten anything in a really long time. So.
I'm a sucker for a Three Musketeers now.
I miss the Three Musketeers mint. That's the only version I
Those
really
are good
liked.
too, yeah.
I don't know if you could tell how like super floaty I was getting there for a while.
I don't eat much candy, but lately my wife recently found these Kit Kat Dark Midnight.
yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck! I am addicted now. I'm like gonna have cavities. I eat some of that every day.
Well, speaking of treats, so we were talking about Kool-Aid. So how about a tier list of the kid sugary drinks that we used to have? So I think Kool-Aid is at the top.
Definitely.
Right after Kool-Aid, I like a High C, Ecto Cooler, High C.
Okay.
Then Capri Sun.
Yeah. I don't like Capri Sun really.
Then we'll say a Squeeze It, and then we'll say Mondo.
Well, me growing up in the 70s, there wasn't a whole lot of variety.
Yeah.
In the 80s, really, we got Capri Sun.
Yeah, John.
Sorry. I was trying to. I was not doing a good job.
I was there for Capri Sun when it first came out.
Mm.
And those were really popular just because of the concept of the bag of drink.
I think it still is. Yeah, I think it's still the biggest selling point.
A big deal. Like Cohen he'll get them, and he likes to do the thing where you blow up the bag. But that was really, besides Kool-Aid, that's all my parents weren't big on having like sweets and sugary drinks in the house.
Either.
Yeah.
We would have like some Cokes, like cans of Coke. Which were very limited as to what I could have,
Yeah.
Never Kool-Aid. I only ever had Kool-Aid at friends' houses. And then Capri Sun came out, and I got her to buy me some Capri Sun. But for the most part, we didn't have that kind of stuff at home.
Yeah.
It was mostly just juice. So, I mean, I don't, if I had to rank, I wouldn't really have a very long list. But I'd say Capri Sun's at the top.
Yeah. You like that more than Kool-Aid?
Then I like the High C.
Mm.
Yeah, I like the Capri Sun more than the Kool-Aid, and then High C. Hawaiian Punch was a big
Hawaiian
thing.
Punch,
Yeah.
I liked as a kid. I cannot drink it now.
It's terrible
It
now.
immediately makes me sick.
Yeah, it's not good.
Immediately.
But
Like Fruitopia also.
Yeah.
Man, oh, instant hurl.
No, we had a bunch of that crap when Gage was young. The Squeeze-Its and the boxes of juice and things like that, but I never got into it.
Ugh.
I'm just not I don't like to drink sweet things very much.
Yeah.
I have an occasional soda, but mostly it's just water and coffee for me.
I prefer water, coffee, and unsweet tea. But
Can't do that.
I like a more flavorful thing. And of course, I don't drink caffeine after 1 o'clock because I have a hard enough time sleeping. So after
I'm drinking
1,
it now with my coffee, with my beer. I'm drinking coffee. You said caffeine, and I instinctively reached for my bottle of it.
That's one of the things that I tell people about your place is like this. It's the great thing about any time you go to Ian and Tanya's. Anytime you could arrive at 11 p.m., there will be coffee. Like it's like round the clock. It's like working at the newspaper. Like there was always coffee.
Well, a lot of times we make it and then it'll sit for a while because we don't drink the whole thing or whatever. And lately we've cut back on having it made.
Oh, okay.
But if someone comes over, we'll offer to make a pot. But it's like it gets expensive.
Yeah,
just have it going constantly.
I just remember like there would be times I'd stop by like 9:30 at night. Just to drop something off and be like, "You want some coffee?" Yeah, I kind of do want some coffee.
Yeah. And I keep it in this thing in the mornings, my little thermos, so it lasts me. I drink on it until about 4. And then after dinner, we make a pot. So, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we say expensive, like you wouldn't believe the thousands upon thousands weekly I go through coffee for the hospital.
I believe that.
I bet.
And we buy just Folgers, we're not buying the gourmet shit or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's expensive, and it's going to get more expensive.
Yep.
As time goes on. It's just, but it was good. It's good to have. I love it. I drink it all the time. I drink it up until 8, 9 o'clock at night.
Man, I couldn't do it.
But then I follow that up with bourbon so I can sleep.
Okay, so yeah. The little Michael Jackson, up, downer.
Up, down.
Why did no one bring up Little Hugs, the fucking juice in a barrel?
Oh, wow.
I forgot what those were called, but I remember the juice in the barrel. I didn't like those.
Yeah, they were awful. That's why no one brought it up. That's the answer. That's the answer. But
I remember them, though.
But it's, never forget. Little Hugs.
Didn't they used to make little candy barrels that had root beer in them?
Yeah.
They were like
think so.
I like those.
Yeah, the inside had root beer. Those were pretty good.
Sorry, I don't know. Oh, I know what brought it up. You said that, like, your parents didn't have that in the house. You know, they didn't have a lot of the
Yeah,
sweet
I'd go to
drinks.
my other friend John's house, and they'd have all the fucking
My
Kool-Aid.
parents were like, you know, they weren't really Nazis about anything except
the Jews.
Jews.
It was
Except,
awful.
yeah.
They're the worst.
no sugary.
So you had a lot of Fanta, is what you're saying.
Want a Fanta?
That's a good joke.
that was a deep cut. That was nice.
There's Fanta in the refrigerator in there now too.
You must drink the Fanta. But like sugary cereals, like all the cereal that we ever had in our house was like Cheerios, Corn Chex,
Raisin Bran.
Yeah, Raisin Bran was a fucking
I
treat.
think we
though,
grew
you know,
up in
like
the
because it had
same-
sugar in it. Raisin
It
Bran
did. Those raisins had sugar on
Yeah,
them.
like quite a bit
Yeah.
too. And but like it was always like, and you know, like fucking, you know, what were the flakes? Just the
Cornflakes.
Yeah, just
Or
well,
bran
no, there was like
flakes.
bran
Okay.
flakes or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know, all
Oh, yeah,
very,
that's the good
very
shit.
basic. And I would still eat it. I still
Yeah.
loved cereal, but
No
like,
kicks. Could you sell them on kicks?
No, I don't know.
I never
really
liked
got
Kid
kicks.
tested.
My mother,
Not mother approved.
my mother did
Yeah.
not approve. I had the same problem with cereal. We only ever had Raisin Bran. Ever.
I
I
mean,
could
Raisin
not-
Bran good.
It is good, but I could never get my
is
mother
good.
to buy me like a Lucky
Man.
Charms or a Trix or some shit. No.
When I moved out, though, when I remember the first time, like when I left the house and I was buying groceries on my own, I remember standing there in the cereal aisle being like, "Oh fuck yeah,
It's
I'm
like,
getting some goddamn Cocoa Pebbles, man."
You were Homer. You were Homer in Chocolate World.
Yeah.
That's the
It's all
number
there.
one food my family goes through. It's just I have in the house. I have a giant dispensary where each column of plastic is a different. You press a button and dispense cereal.
Now you
out.
buy those big bags of it,
Yeah.
right?
No, it brought the name
You
brand
just put
box.
it in
Oh
there.
man,
My kids are bougie like that.
really? The bag stuff is good.
Hey, some of the bag stuff is
It
good.
is good.
Some
It
of
tastes the
bag
same
stuff
to me.
is.
My friend that had all the Kool-Aid, they also had a cabinet full of all the cereal. So we would sit up all night just eating fucking cereal. I would get sick on all the cereal I'm not ever supposed to eat.
Yeah, yeah.
Captain Crunch was just a big,
Fuck your
big
mouth.
favorite of mine.
Yeah, oh,
hurts.
Why does
you
it
know?
taste like bleeding?
Hurts so good.
Yeah, but man, love them. Got them Crunch Berries.
Yeah, man. Crunch Berry is good shit. We had a lot of cereal in my house. Yeah, we had the good shit.
Really?
Yeah, we had the good shit.
Hey,
What
no-
about the juices? Did you do the juices?
We had tea in the fridge and Kool-Aid.
God, I hate tea. I just can't drink it.
I mean, it
I've
was
never liked
essentially
it.
Kool-Aid too.
Yeah.
With
With
the
sugar.
sweet tea. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you're right. No, it was sweet tea, Kool-Aid, and caffeine-free Diet Right in my fridge growing up.
my dad was on that Diet Right
Diet
for a minute.
Right.
Not
Ugh.
caffeine free, but Diet Right. Yeah, for sure.
That sounds
It was
terrible.
always
man.
a treat for me to go to my grandmother's on my mother's side in Owens. They lived in Owensboro, and she always had Diet Dr Pepper in the fridge out in the garage.
Diet Dr Pepper's good.
I like
that's a
Diet
good. That's
Dr.
a
Pepper.
good diet drink.
I think,
can
I think
drink
that's
it
probably
with-
the best diet drink.
It's
It
one
is.
of the best. Yeah.
I hate hate diet drinks with like a incredible passion.
Well, I can't drink
hate
the
them.
fucking
They
Yeah, but I
taste
hate diabetes
fucking
more.
horrible to me. Like,
Yeah.
horrible.
I
Of
just
course.
don't drink any of it.
Immediately want to spit it out, and the fucking you can't get it. Like you got to wash that shit out of your mouth. Like I don't know what it is that
Well, it's
artificial
not natural.
sweetener. Yeah, that artificial sweetener. It stays with me for a really long time. As I hate it.
I have
But
a bad
Diet Dr Pepper is the one that I can
It
drink.
tastes a lot
I can
like
drink
regular Dr.
about
Pepper.
half a can of it
before you realize
before I'm
crazy.
like, nope,
Nope.
I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
out.
yeah,
But
it
like
does build
anything
up over
else,
time.
if I take a sip of it, nope.
Well, I'm
Done.
horribly allergic to artificial sweetener. It gives me
Yeah.
like a terrible, terrible headache. It did my mom the same way. So I just can't drink diet. So I just try not to drink soda at
Yeah.
all. I'll have one occasionally. Like if we get a pizza, I might grab a soda to go with it. But
Mhm.
for the most part, like I said, it's just water.
I've been trying to cut out caffeine. I have like an energy drink in the morning, and that's it. That's what I've been trying to do.
That's
That's
what
good.
I have to do. Yeah, only I'll drink until noon, and then I'm basically like, okay, now it's
That's good though.
Sprite Zero and water and
Gatorade Zero, which definitely has that artificial sweetener in it. But I mean, it's like 10 calories. So.
I like Gatorade.
Gatorade's too sweet, man. I'd rather do water. I'm trying to do ice water with lunch and dinner now. It's like I went so long without a Coke Zero when I had that upper respiratory shit. I didn't drink any fucking they're like drink Gatorade. Like just drink Gatorade. It's like okay, so I drank Gatorade for a long time. And then when I started feeling better, I remember having the first Coke Zero, and it was like, this isn't very good. I don't like this.
It's funny when my addiction's gone, I don't like this as much.
So yeah, I probably had, and I mean like when we'll like pick food up and like it's part of like the meal or whatever, I'll drink it or a diet or whatever. But I mean, I don't know, man, when it's like something at home. Cause like I like the Gatorade Zero, but it like that shit does not. That's like it
doesn't pair well.
Yeah,
with food.
You drink that shit by itself. You don't bring food into that equation.
That's like these thing. I love these things.
What is that? A bottle of water?
Buy fruit like it's a 0 calorie or 10 calorie fruit drink.
Yeah,
from the dollar store. But yeah, drinking that with anything else, like I only drink these when we're like doing the show or gaming.
Just by itself because it doesn't pair well with stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, the glacial cherry does not pair well with, say, like pizza.
Yeah.
See, I like the Glacier Freeze. That's my go-to Gatorade.
But you're not going to have some like hard-boiled eggs with it.
I wouldn't have hard-boiled eggs at all.
What?
Ever.
What?
I'm fucked up about like that texture of a hard-boiled egg or a deviled egg or any like a boiled egg.
Man.
Fuck no.
Now
man.
I get it if it's cold.
No.
I do get that.
Ugh.
Cold and rubbery, not
and
so
I
much.
love eggs like any other way other than
You a soft boiled egg?
No. Okay, you got me there.
All right, John, just stick to your mac and cheese, your chicken nuggets.
My sketty.
I'm all about some cold hard-boiled eggs. I love me some cold deviled eggs.
Yeah.
Cold hard-boiled eggs in a salad. I'm down for that shit. But like just eating one by itself.
Put some salt on that boy and just.
I mean, salt's a given.
I can do deviled eggs all day, but I have to have bread with it for some reason.
Really?
I don't like just them. I like to eat it and then have like half a roll hard-boiled egg or deviled egg.
My wife
bread.
can eat hard-boiled eggs, and my wife will murder some deviled eggs. And she tries like hell to get me to eat them. And I won't. I fucking hate them.
I love them.
You should surprise her and like just grab 5 of them and eat them at once one time.
But then I would surprise her by throwing up.
And then she'll never fucking ask you to eat them again.
Maybe that's the way. Maybe that's the.
You hard-boiled egg, take out the yolk, cut it in half so it's like a little white cap. You put that on your dick. And dress it up like it's a Tour de France racer, and then half a hard-boiled egg is its helmet. And she's gonna think that's cute. She's gonna eat that helmet off. And then spit it back in your mouth. That's how it works. I'm sorry.
That took that went somewhere.
I don't understand why you guys thought that was gross.
It's a Tour de Snowball is what it's called.
So the only exception to the hard-boiled egg rule is if it's used very conservatively in a potato salad.
Okay.
Like potato salad, like a mustard-based potato salad with just a little bit. Like, so it's small enough pieces that I don't really notice. It's that big chunk that I can't do, you know?
So you don't do egg salad or anything like that?
No.
Potato salad, egg salad, chicken salad, tuna salad.
We do it in tuna, eggs. I like that. I like hard-boiled eggs in tuna.
I do too. It's just too much trouble. Most of the time, I just mix some mayo in there and eat it.
I don't want them in
I do like it in
anything
there.
other than
Spaghetti? Hard-boiled eggs and spaghetti?
the fuck planet?
My family's Italian, motherfucker. You step the fuck off right now.
Wait, is that real?
Yeah, chop some fucking hard-boiled eggs up and put it in spaghetti
Look,
sauce.
I have never heard of
If
that.
Mr. Galino says it's...
Yeah, motherfucker.
Okay.
I've never heard of that.
I'd eat it.
Oh, that is wild.
I'd
It's
eat
pretty
it.
good. I mean, it's not
would.
all you put in. It's not fucking ragu over a fucking egg. You put other shit in there.
I would also
like
do that, though.
mushrooms and motherfucker.
Fucking
Goddamn.
egg noodles and ketchup. What the fuck is this?
Coming at me with fucking ramen and a packet of ketchup.
That is one of my favorite new TikTok people is a woman who married an Italian guy and just freaking him the fuck out with all the weird Americanized Italian food and her trying to do the stuff that they do here. And he's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Breaking the spaghetti when she boils it, and took him to Fazoli's and
Oh no!
took him to Olive Garden.
She's trying to get a divorce.
My grandfather was all about that, like how they cook it at home. And it's like, I wasn't, because it's like my mom, of course, was a generation removed. And then I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, my grandfather's American, but it's like his dad was Italian. So it's like, and he'd go and visit every year and all that. And it's like, but I mean, he took it real seriously. And I remember being a kid and it's like him cooking it like the way it's supposed to be cooked and being like, this fucking sucks, Papa.
Yeah.
I always think of that.
Oh yeah, the Italian American.
What is with all the chunks?
Pineapple on the pizza.
That is one of my favorite memes.
Yeah,
it's from a Casino. I think it's from
good.
Casino. They're holding Joe Pesci down. It says like an Italian immigrant is held and forced to watching horror as pineapple is added to the first pizza.
Pineapple goes on pizza. It's perfect.
Fuck yes, it does, man.
It's good.
I love it.
You gotta have the pepperoni with it too, though.
Yeah.
Or you can do the ham, but I think pepperoni
the
works
fat
better.
of the pepperoni, the acidity of the tomato, and
than the
the acid, sweet of the pineapple, the salt and the cheese. That's perfect.
I don't have anything
everything
against anyone that likes pineapple in their pizza or on it.
But fuck you all.
But fuck you all. I do not like the taste. I think it overwhelms it. I think it takes away from all the other flavors. I don't like it. I don't like having a sweet factor in my savory pizza.
Okay, but pineapple by itself, yay or nay? Okay.
Absolutely. I could eat pineapple every day. I just don't like it on pizza.
Tacos al pastor.
I don't know what that is.
Chorizo, tomatilla,
Okay.
cilantro,
Go back to what's chorizo?
pork,
Okay.
Mexican sausage.
Okay.
pork, cilantro, tomatillo sauce, and pineapple.
I could probably do that, but I don't care for cilantro, so I'd have to have that.
Hungry right
See,
now.
'cause
That's making me
Cilantro
salivate.
and pineapple is like, I love that combination.
Is it? Maybe that would be. It would
Or
be
cilantro
better.
and pineapple, or cilantro and siracha. Oh,
It's
man.
just something for me about the flavor of pineapple with pizza. I don't mind it on other things.
Chicken and waffles. How do you feel about chicken and waffles?
I like that.
Okay, all right. So it's
See, Melissa couldn't do that. She had to eat them separately. She didn't like them together, but she liked Grimader fried chicken and she liked Grimader waffles.
Hardee's makes a chicken and waffle sandwich.
what the fuck? Get out!
Not even
How
funny.
late are they open and what time? is it?
There's a 24-hour
We're
Hardee's
going.
out
We're
by the
fucking
mall.
going.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I don't know if I want
Fucking
it
go.
that
So it's
bad to go
two
to the mall.
thick, like Belgian waffle style waffles.
Yeah,
and a
we're
big
fucking
piece
going.
of hand breaded chicken, like they put on their chicken sandwich, which is the equivalent of
Podcast over.
whatever, and syrup.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, you can find the podcast of the
Moves by Sycamore Drive by.
I want to try that.
Gage
fuck
Gage
yeah.
had one recently.
When did that
He
come
liked it.
out? Like, is that a recent
A
thing?
couple months ago.
Damn.
Ah, sounds good.
Y'all should watch some regular ass TV. They advertise it all the time.
I don't have
I
that.
watch regular TV.
Yeah, man.
It's just all cable, you know.
Yeah, big old chicken and waffle sandwich. Can't miss it.
But see, if
It's
I watched regular
delicious.
TV, I'd be fucking dead from eating chicken and waffle sandwiches all the time.
Well, now you know about it, so
Gatorade
you
and
have
chicken
to
waffle
get one.
sandwiches.
Oh, I had a salsa the other day. It's like fucking Great Value brand salsa. They didn't have the pineapple Newman's Own salsa that I normally get. So I got this like Great Value. It's peach pineapple chipotle salsa.
I'm out.
And I was
can
like,
do it.
this might be okay. Surprisingly, not a lot of heat. So I'd take like chipotle powder or just something to give it a little bit more heat. It's really good. Like I was really surprised.
To quote one Alton Brown, heat plus sweet equals good eats.
Ah,
Yeah, I like that.
Maybe I just don't like the combination of pineapples and like tomatoey, saucy type things
Yeah,
because
that might be
I
it,
don't like
yeah.
salsa with pineapple in it either.
really?
Oh, man.
Okay, man.
Pineapple habanero is like
God,
really
burrito
good.
shacks, fucking
Yeah,
pineapple salsa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know that was always a big hit. That's
Yeah.
what
Oh,
Gage
yeah.
always wanted me to get when I'd go pick up Burrito Shack. Give me a big thing of pineapple salsa.
Yeah, it's real good.
Tanya liked that one too, actually. She likes pineapple pizza though. I'm just the
Yeah.
I'm like literally the only person I know I think that doesn't care for it. But I don't like gatekeep over it.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck. I mean, and if that's the only thing available to eat, and I'm not having to pay for it, I'll eat pineapples on pizza. I don't give a shit. In that, I don't hate it that much. But if I have a say in it, it ain't gonna be.
You're not gonna let it keep you from eating some pizza.
No, like let's say for example, we show up at the cart place in Louisville at 10 o'clock at night after being stuck in the fucking if that's all there is, yeah, I'll eat the fuck out of some pineapple pizza. I won't be happy about it, but I'll eat it.
I'm glad you brought up salsa, store brand salsa. I love really spicy food. I love hot sauce, really hot sauce. I love all that shit. But give me some fucking basic ass paste picante, and I'm down to fucking clown. I love that shit.
Great
so
value
much.
hot salsa will fuck your world. It is actually pretty hot.
I don't want it, man. I want that paste picante. I want I want easy breezy. Like this is a fucking tortilla chip. I'm dipping it in.
When we do nacho bars at work, because Casey will make a full huge ass spread. He'll make Casey makes the best guacamole I've ever fucking had in my life. I was so on guacamole.
That's why you call him Guacamole Casey.
Quesamole.
Quesamole. New title. Quesamole.
He will make like this house-made red salsa that's fucking great, and a house-made salsa verde he makes himself. We go through a fraction of that and jugs upon jugs of paste picante salsa.
Well, don't get it twisted. I mean, it's
still good.
Like if I'm at a restaurant and I got an option, I'm not going to get the shit that I can buy at the fucking store. I'm going to get the restaurant stuff. But like at the store, and it's like it's 12 in the morning, and I'm sideways, and it's like I just want to eat some shit that I ate when I was a kid. Paste picante.
It's not terrible, no matter which way you look at it. Like any salsa, well, most any salsa is still pretty good salsa.
Yeah.
Going back to what Ian said, I've been really surprised. Great Value is the Walmart house brand. I've been really surprised at how Great Value brand stuff ain't fucking around with the heat. Like every time I get some, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be weak, right?
They fucking
that fucking mustard that I put in that sauce that I made. If you eat that shit straight, it's hot. And then the salsa that you're talking about, I've had that the straight up just hot.
It's almost not edible.
Hot. I mean, it is fucking hot.
Someone like me, I don't.
And then the other day, Andy comes home with jalapeno ketchup because it's the fucking greatest thing ever. And but
I have a hard time finding it now.
It's great value. So, well, they were out of the Heinz, so she was like, all they had was the Great Value, and I was like, oh, this isn't going to be as good.
Right?
It was just as good, if not better, because it had more jalapeno flavor to it. Like it was really good.
So I got a question. There's this thing I do with, speaking of salsa, I don't care for chunky salsa.
Okay.
I
there's nothing wrong with
throw
that.
it in a blender.
I like it all.
I like it all too.
We blend it down into a
puree.
Puree. And I feel like it releases more flavor anyway. Like when you maybe whatever. But is that a problem with anybody?
I like it all, man. I like it all, man. I like a chunky salsa, but I like restaurant style too, where it's just like kind of water, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
it's watery pico de gallo,
spicy red water,
and I like that too. I mean, I'm down for all of it.
Yeah, cool. No, I am too. That's even that stuff that I get. That's the cilantro salsa. That it's also they make it at Walmart, but it's refrigerated and it's all fresh.
For sponsoring the show.
Actually, it's not Great Value. It's just I think they just make it in house or something.
Like in the deli.
Salsa brand
in the deli section.
Made from the salsa people.
It is, it is essentially just like watery pico de gallo. I mean, it's just chunks of all the stuff and a bunch of cilantro. And it's really good. Like I like that where it's like a whole lot of fresh vegetables. And then I like the pasty red stuff, like the paste, and everything in between, like the chunky stuff.
The Mrs. Renfro's.
Yeah.
That shit's good.
Miss Renfro's is very good.
You talk about heat, though, boy. Miss Renfro don't fuck about.
They got a whole bunch. Like, I don't know if you've been to the site, but I've been tempted. Like, you can put like a pack together of different salsas, and it's like
build your own.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's like probably 40 fucking salsas on there. I mean, it's like ridiculous. There's a lot of salsa on there that I don't know how many they have at Walmart because thank God I do not do the shopping. But like, I mean, Nikki normally brings home like the green salsa is really, really good.
Salsa verde is underrated.
Oh man, I love salsa verde. And then also like the super extra hot ghost pepper.
I had to bring it to
There's
you.
a Reaper
I remember
one now,
I
I
brought
think.
you like
Yeah.
I couldn't finish it, man.
It's good. It's good.
Oh, hey, let me ask you guys something. We've been going to the farmers market downtown on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And there's this dude down there that has hot stuff, got like canned jars of, and so he's got like what's called cowboy candy.
Oh yeah, it's what there's a girl at work who'll make that for Christmas and give it to everybody.
So it's jalapenos with like ghost pepper in it, and they're candied. They're like thick and candy.
Mhm.
And then they make this other one. They were out of the cowboy candy, but they had these carrot slices that were they're like pickled carrot slices, only they're like 1,000,000 Scovilles hot type thing with ghost pepper in it.
Holy shit.
We bought a jar for Gage. I don't think he's tried them yet, but if you guys want me to see if I can pick up a jar of some of that and bring it here for you?
Sure,
Yeah,
man.
that sounds like it'd be fucking great.
I'd be down to try
Hell
that.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to do it. Like, you can wait and do it on the
Totally going to
Patreon.
happen.
That's
video.
absolutely going to happen.
100% going to happen.
But it was like $9 for a jar of the carrots, so we picked those up. But if he's got that cowboy candy, I thought of you guys first. I thought maybe I'd get a jar of that for you.
Yeah.
I've heard of that. I don't know that I've ever had it, but I've heard of it.
It's like a thick syrup.
It's really good.
It's real thick, syrupy candy stuff in there with these jalapenos, but apparently it's like he puts ghost pepper stuff in there and makes it like wicked hot.
Cool, man.
Yeah. But if you like carrots, I'll bring you some of those carrots too.
I like carrots.
Carrots do sound fucking good.
Carrots are good. One thing I'm really grateful for is that Henry is not a picky eater.
God, what would that
So
be
awesome.
like?
Yeah, I know.
Well,
How'd you do that?
I mean, he either ate with us or he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I can't get that to work. Man, I've been trying too. I've been like, no, you're going to eat that or you're not going to eat.
I mean, he
Kinda
gets
thing.
he gets
And
to order, like, like when we get like Thai for he gets excited for Chinese and Thai and all that, and it's like, but he gets to order what he wants. I mean, he's found what he likes, so he orders the same thing now. But I mean, it's like, for real, like we would do stuff, and it's like, and I mean, I'm not like a total hard ass. Like if he doesn't want what we're doing, like I'll do like ramen noodles or something for him. But I mean, it's essentially like, I don't know. A lot of it was, yeah, man, this is what we're having. Yeah. So you gonna eat or not?
My oldest son, he's definitely broadening his horizons a little more when it comes to food. Like he'll try some, stuff that I've been kind of surprised that he, would try. But
yeah,
my 6-year-old, he is a stubborn little shit, man. You can't break him either.
Yeah,
he's just like, no.
That's how Melissa was. Her dad, when she was like 6 or 7, her dad was like, "Eat this meatloaf." No, I'm not going to eat this meatloaf. Gross. You're not getting up from this table till you eat that meatloaf.
Oh, yeah.
Fine. And she fucking fell asleep at the table, slept there all night,
Holy
did
shit.
not get up. She even tried it at one point and was like, "That's not bad."
But right,
But fuck him.
Right, yeah, totally, absolutely.
Now it's a war of wills.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, and I don't know. Like I said, there are definitely times when it's like I'll say, "Hey, we're ordering Thai." I don't want Thai. It's like, okay, ramen noodles. Yeah, okay, great, and then we'll do that. I mean,
well, I was always raised like that in the sense, and it was very strict. Like, eat.
Yeah,
you're eating what we're having, and that's it. And you have to clean your plate.
Oh yeah, I used to have to clean my plate too. That
eat it all.
Sucked.
Eat it all, and
that has no ramifications at all when you're treated like that. When you're made to overeat chronically.
Yeah,
yeah. I had to eat it all, and I had to eat what we were eating.
Yeah,
no, not making 2 meals, not making you anything special. You eat or you don't.
That's a pain in the ass to make 2 meals.
I mean, it's expensive too.
And it is expensive. But yeah, the whole like the cleaning your plate thing, like I don't know, man. Our whole thing with Henry has always been eat until you're full. Exactly. And as long as you're full, because like he'll say, like even when he eats just a little bit, it's like, "Are you good until breakfast?" Because there's no more food until breakfast. Mm-hmm. So make sure you got enough food in your system until breakfast, and that seems to work out.
Yeah, the only time I've ever seen any of the kids rake off their plates when they're done is if they take a plate of something, go to their room. Half an hour, they'll come out and then like covertly go and scrape off their plate and put it back in the sink. Like If they liked it, it would sit in there until it had mold on it in the room.
Right.
But for some reason, if it's something they clearly didn't eat a lot of, they'll scrape that in the garbage can.
Yeah. We haven't gotten into like the whole like every time Henry's asked if he can eat something in his room, it's like, nah, we're gonna eat at the table.
We have a strict rule in our house. There is no food that comes out of the kitchen or we'll eat in the living room in front of the TV.
Yeah.
Not ever take food in the bedroom. Ever.
And like,
you don't eat in bed?
Ever.
I mean,
man.
My
bedroom is so crummy.
I love it.
Pop-Tart crumbs and
I
Rice
love it.
Krispie treats.
We've already
Your
talked
back looks
about
like an
this.
everything bagel when you get out of bed.
Yeah, that's a trigger.
Because Melissa, whenever like we first got married and we were in bed, and I would come in and just like have a pack of s'more Pop-Tarts, and she just will look at me like, "What are you doing?" I'm eating Pop-Tarts. That's an okay thing to do. Yeah. Oh my God. And she wouldn't go, yeah. And it's like Pop-Tart oatmeal cream pie. This is awesome.
You're like Aladdin on the carpet.
New world. Don't you dare close your eyes.
I mean, Nikki and I eat in bed. We just don't let Henry do it. I mean, it's just like, I mean, you can eat in bed.
When you pay for the bed, you can eat in it.
Pretty much, man. Because it's like he'll leave it in his room. And it's like, I mean, yeah, no, we can't have that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
And it's like, look, man,
totally
if it becomes a problem with me and mom and you come in and you're like, what's all this moldy food about? Then we'll stop eating in bed. But we can fucking handle it.
But we're not going to let you start.
Because I'll go through, like, I'm going to go wash all the dishes and be like, I'm going to go check Choco Chico's room.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. Oh, here's a cup of, what's that? Oh, just milk chunk. One solid milk chunk.
No.
Yeah.
That's when bugs get involved. And I'm just like, no,
that's
we
the
can't
one
be having
thing.
the bugs.
That's
the
my
one
milk
thing.
chunk collection, Dad.
It's right next to my Squeeze-It bottle collection.
That's one thing. Me and Andy are both very like, we don't want any critters, okay? So, like, clean that shit up, put that shit in the trash.
That's the other thing, man. You leave shit out on the, like, in our house, it's gone. Between the dog and the cats, like, it's gone, man. Like, there's going to be remnants of whatever used to be there, but yeah, it's done. So, yeah, I don't know. When he gets older, I'm sure we're going to run into milk chunk and all that. But
And it's just Choco Chica. Everyone else is good. It's just Choco Chica. Like Artsy AJ, her room is fucking pristine.
yeah.
Choco Chica could give less of a shit about anything.
Yeah. Henry's room's a fucking
bohemian. That
Like,
one.
I'm surprised she doesn't get garbage out of the garbage can and just take it in her room just because.
Fucking Jackson Pollock shit going on.
Yeah.
With ketchup and shit.
Little liquid trash drizzle.
Just a soup salt of trash juice.
Yeah.
This is the brown I've been looking for.
Liquid Trash Drizzle would be a good name for a band.
It's not
A
bad.
punk band, though. It has to
Not
be a
bad.
punk band.
Yeah.
Like a jazz fusion punk band.
Okay.
Yeah.
I introduced Melissa to Wonder Shows in last night.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
It's a good showsin'.
Because I was talking, I forgot
know
what
what that
quote
is.
I brought it from it. I was
Showsins.
like, "You want to watch a fucked up parody of a kid's show?" She's like, "You know I do."
I was just thinking.
It's several times she had a shocked the fuck look on her face when we were watching it. But she gagged whenever there was a kid goes to meet a butcher and learn how to butcher, and he has like a tray of the leftover meat juice he tips up in his mouth and drinks.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah. That's a good show. Yeah.
That's the first episode.
Yeah, man. That's like some shit I feel like you and I connect over. That kind of shit right there.
I can't handle it.
No, I don't know that I can handle that either.
She noped out in the second episode when a puppet was like, "You guys want to know how hot dogs are made?"
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it's like he fucked in a way.
It is. It really is.
Yeah, it's like it's that same kind of funny, just a different medium. Yeah.
Same
It's like
content.
oil and acrylic, but yeah.
It's got that vibe.
It definitely has that vibe. Yeah.
We got any more questions?
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a pair of glasses, what kind of glasses would you give it?
I guess squeezing glasses.
has been.
I've completely lost track.
Ow.
There's a character who had glasses on a squeezing bottle.
Probably, sure.
Yeah, I remember him. He was under my bed. I had like 6 of him.
He
It
was
didn't matter if there were only 6. I had 36.
He was the smart squeezer.
Brainy squeeze it. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
does this game belong on TADPOG's top 100?
No.
I agree. Is it better than Claymates?
No.
No?
No.
Bottom 100?
That's a good question.
No.
TADPOG's bottom 100?
No.
It's close.
Bottom 150 to 200. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll give it that.
Now we know where it sits.
It's super disappointing because I do think it honestly has a lot of things. It does a lot of things better than Claymates, but like that whole like find a fucking
Just stops
key,
you. Yeah.
It's just like
Claymates I'd put on the bottom side of the middle.
I think that's totally fair. How much do you guys think this game is? If you were to pay US dollars for it, how much do you think you would pay for Jelly Boy?
I feel like
At
it's
the
going to
time of
be
this recording.
expensive because it was a European only release.
Okay,
If
all
we're talking
right.
about buying hardware,
What do you think? Guys think the availability of Jelly Boy is like?
I think it's probably very uncommon.
Very uncommon.
Yeah. And I would put it at $83.
$83. Okay. John, Tyler,
46 pounds sterling.
46 pounds
About
sterling.
$83.
Yeah, which is about, like 83 bucks.
20 pounds, $20 plus shipping.
$20 plus
Ooh, the
shipping.
shipping too, yeah.
Actual retail value of Jelly Boy for the SNES loose on average, according to PriceCharting.com at the time of this recording, is $19.31. Tyler, very extremely close.
Seems like a
69 cents off.
Nice amount to be off.
This game is uncommon. It is, according to the Ultimate Nintendo Guide to the SNES Library 1991 through 1998, by Pat Contry, courtesy of Monster Mold Mike, who, by the way, sold me a lot of SNES games for like super pre-pandemic prices. So thank you, Mike. I
Hell
appreciate
yeah.
Nice.
that. Adding to the collection. I'm curious what you guys think Flopsy has rated Jelly Boy out of 5 stars.
3 stars.
3.
3.
Yeah.
3.
3.
1.5
Wow.
stars.
Whoa.
Unless it's because of that whole key thing, I think that's unfair. I think it's better than that.
You know what? I didn't read it, so I don't know.
It's not worth knowing.
It's funny. You know,
It's written in British, so I'm not even going to
Yeah. I can't translate. It's weird.
So Flopsy has so many times rated, a bad game higher than it should be that you don't expect it
Yeah.
To be brutally honest,
to rate a mediocre game maybe a little lower than it probably should be.
yeah.
Or
I mean,
do you think that's accurate?
I'd give it
1.5 stars.
for the key shit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
hey,
for
I
real.
I didn't play that shit.
I mean, I
don't
think
know.
it goes. Honestly, I think it goes. It knocks it down a whole star. It goes from 2.5 to 1.5 because
Okay.
it's like you're playing the same levels over and over again, looking for
Yeah.
puzzle pieces, and then it's
and
like
that's right out of the gate.
it's right out of the gate.
First fucking
And then it's
world.
like, holy shit, I've already played these levels so many times, and now I got to play all of them again, searching
No.
for a key in one of these levels. They
It's-
don't even tell you what level it's in. It's just like you gotta.
Yeah,
It sounds like rental paranoia that like Japanese people
Yeah, it does.
thought about going to the American market.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. That is totally what it sounds like. I don't know if that was the reasoning, but that is it's that same vibe of just padding, just pad it, just pad it, just
Yep.
pad it.
Yep.
Anyway.
there's a lot of padding.
Lots of padding.
Jelly Boy in busy work.
Yeah, for real. And look, if it were like, I don't know, man, a game that played really, really well, probably wouldn't mind as much. But it's like, it plays okay. but there's not a whole lot going on. You're doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah, but even if I don't know.
I get it. Yeah.
Even if it did play really well.
Because it's like the reason I say that is because I'm thinking of Super Mario World. And I'm thinking about when I would go through Super Mario World, trying to find the hidden exits in every level to like access Star Road and then, do all that stuff. That was fun. And
yeah, but you didn't have
you didn't have to do it. You're right.
It wasn't thrust upon you.
It was it was drizzle. It was drizzle.
Yeah.
It was extra. If you wanted to do it, you could do it. In Jelly Boy, it is 100% required for you to progress through the game. Yeah, mandatory for sure. Government issued. Super fun.
The beatings will continue until morale improves.
I have some questions for you guys if you want. From one totally not dead, thankfully, Ross Rachel Green from across the pond.
I'm so glad that guy's still alive.
Yeah, me too. It would have sucked if he died. I got a quiz entitled Still Alive, Still Alive. Oh, I think I read it wrong. I read it as Dennis Nedry, but I think it's Still Alive, Still Alive.
Because of the Bee Gees thing, too.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the album update? Nothing? Did you see on Discord today, Chris Murray, I think, was pinging you.
I wasn't on there.
Okay, check maybe, because like he had a link for like, there's a site that like, I guess aggregates what music stores have in stock.
Okay.
So I don't know. You might be able to find it.
I'll check it out. I haven't been on Discord in a hot minute.
Sure. I wanted to throw it out in case you didn't see it.
Cool.
Ross begins. So I made it through the surgery and mostly one piece, minus the pieces they burnt out of my heart.
Damn.
Long story short, I had a short circuit in my heart, which caused a rapid heart rate. I would idle at about 70 to 80, and then it would hit 160 for no reason and stay like that for anywhere up to an hour.
Damn.
The cure is to burn the short out by threading a wire from my groin to my heart. Even better, I had to be awake during the whole thing. The only thing I could feel was the burning in my chest, which sucked big fat balls. Still, it's done now, so no more rapid heartbeat. I am telling myself that because of the problem, I was avoiding doing exercise, and now that's cured, I will start getting fit, but that's probably a lie. Due to my faux pas with my call, I enclose below my favorite joke. A man walks into a record shop and sees, actually, you know what? Ian or John, you had a really good British earlier. Read that joke, please.
Oh, I don't know. Now the pressure's on, man.
Perfect.
So much pressure.
Perfect.
This whole thing?
Everything.
I don't think I can keep it up for that long.
You got it. Ian did the story.
That's not what I heard, John.
Yeah, man.
Man, I knew somebody was going to jump on that.
John,
you can't throw that kind of shit out in this room.
Or any room with a man in it. Come on, John the Rock. Stay hard and do this shit.
I'm going to do Irish, though, or
it's fine.
Scottish or something.
Just go with it. Just channel that
It's all
island.
European.
Channel that island.
A man walks into a record shop and sees on the shelf a record called 1000 Sounds of Northern European Wasps. He takes the record to the counter and says, I am the world's leading expert on Northern European wasps, and I would like to listen to this record. The clerk puts the record on and hands the man some headphones. After a few minutes, the man says, As the world's leading expert on Northern European wasps, I know every noise these insects make, and none of the sounds on this record are noises made by Northern European wasps. The clerk apologizes and says that maybe it's the headphones that make it sound off, so he plays through some speakers and skips forward a little. A few more minutes pass, and the man says, None of these sounds are made by Northern European wasps, and I would know, being the world's leading expert on Northern European wasps. The clerk looks at the record and replies, Sorry, mate, I added on the B side. Ba-dum. Anyways,
good.
SNES games.
Thank you,
Bravo.
John.
Good
Thank you,
joke
John.
and good accent.
Good
Thank you,
accent.
John.
I can't do that.
I don't even know what that is.
That's I insist your next D&D character have that as an accent
There you go.
that you keep
I
up for
ran-
3 to 4 hours at a time.
Oh God! I ran
Speaking of
a
role-playing.
guy with an accent in Call of Cthulhu game, Jimmy,
I played Jimmy in a
Are
Call
you-
of Cthulhu game.
or I think it was Jimmy. Maybe it was
It
something
might have
else.
been.
I can't
That
remember.
was-
it was only
I-
like 2 or 3 sessions.
Yeah.
So
You're talking about what I ran a super long time ago, right?
it was Ramones.
No, we played it at Ramone's once, but I was running that one.
You were?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
Corey?
pulled a grenade on everybody and dropped it because he was ready to
'cause
go
it was
to bed.
Corey
Yeah.
and Ramon and me
Yeah.
and you.
I remember
yeah,
that
you
because
were
I was
it.
running it, and I was like, "Why are you doing that?" Okay, I guess you're doing that.
So it's Call of Cthulhu, so it's just like, well, fuck.
So he's kind of crazy.
No, I'm crazy with fatigue.
Yeah, crazy, crazy, ready to go to bed, man.
Was that Ramon or Corey that did that?
That was Ramon. He did
Okay.
that, yeah, because I remember Corey being mad about it.
Yeah.
I didn't play it. I remember
I'm
everybody
not-
being mad
I'm
about
not
it.
First question. This game, released as Super Professional Baseball in Japan, is sponsored by Rhino Sandberg in North America.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
This game, released as Super Professional Baseball in Japan, is sponsored by Rhino Sandberg in North America.
I think Ryan Sandberg, he was a shortstop for the Cubs.
Okay.
He was a first baseman. I
First
think,
baseman?
Actually.
Okay.
Because he had his own baseball game, I think.
He was very popular.
He was a big deal. Ryan Sandberg's baseball.
Okay.
Ryan Sandberg's Major League Baseball or something. 'Cause the very professional makes
Super
Yeah.
official.
There's going to be something like that in there.
I have no idea, so I'm good with this. Ryan Sandberg's Major League Baseball.
Sure.
Okay, locking it in. It is Super Bases Loaded.
Fuck.
Pretty close.
I mean, hey, look, there's a lot of baseball games.
Mhm.
I mean,
Well,
fuck.
we took that way somewhere different, didn't we?
Well, look, man. Look, I had no idea. Look, the name Ryan Sandberg. You both you and Tyler knew who he was. I mean, fuck, that probably had some selling potential. Next question. This game is a sequel and features a profession usually reserved for children and was critically panned. Critically panned.
A profession reserved for children?
Yeah, it has to be like chimney sweeps.
Sweatshop. Super sweatshop.
Super sweatshop. What's the sewing? There's a sewing software
That's sewing.
for the SNES. It's like Mario sewing.
Super iPad assembly.
Yeah.
Air Jordan Factory.
Super Air Jordan Factory.
Yeah, thank you.
Super. Can you turn the air on, please?
A job normally reserved for children.
And it's a sequel.
Profession.
A profession usually reserved for children. And what's critically panned. So it didn't do well. It's a
So this-
sequel, and it features a profession usually reserved for children.
It is set in a world before child labor
This is
laws.
Paperboy 2.
Ah, there
This is
you go.
Paperboy
Good
2.
There you
job.
go.
Man, I was nowhere close.
Yeah,
like I was.
nice.
I'm going to lock that one in.
Good
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Good job.
Paperboy 2.
Nice.
All right. Jesus. Okay.
Super textile factory in the 1900s.
Next question. This game, this is an easy one. This is a race to the finish. This game starts with the theft of a water crystal by the Red Wings.
Final Fantasy 2?
Or is it 4?
Or is it 4? Shit.
I'm locking either in.
It's not a hockey game.
Final Fantasy 2/4. Yeah.
I'm with you.
NHL hockey
NHL 97. Yeah.
Classic.
Fucking Detroit, man.
Hartford, the whale.
Stealing those fucking crystals.
Stealing your
like
water
that.
crystals. They need them up in Flint.
Next question.
Good one.
In this game, holding down the attack button will cause the whip to go limp and can be waved around with the control pad, which can be
Super
used to block
Castlevania 4.
projectiles. Yeah, it is Super Castlevania
I
4.
figured it was Castlevania.
Locking that in. That
Some
is
variety.
Super Castlevania 4. All right, next question. In this game, players assume the roles of the Vanquish Crystal Defense pilot duo, taking control of 2 state-of-the-art Fighting Thunders aircraft to defeat the Crystals and save the Earth.
What was the first part of it again?
In this game, players assume the roles of the Vanquish Crystal Defense pilot duo, taking control of 2 state-of-the-art Fighting Thunders aircraft to defeat the Crystals and save the Earth. Is this right in Trad?
You don't look at me.
That sounds like it certainly.
That's all I got.
I was trying to write their initials like he was supposed to spell something.
I got you. That would be VCD.
Yeah.
But I don't remember that being part of the story at all. So I don't know. That's
Meth Wars. I don't know.
Meth Wars.
A lot of crystals in there.
That's
I
all,
got no fucking.
That's all I have.
Thundercats.
Thundercats.
They pilot planes.
I don't know. I wouldn't know.
No, they don't.
I don't remember that.
No
They don't?
planes. No planes and Thundercats that I'm aware of.
No,
I watched that shit.
I'm not thinking Thundercat. I'm not thinking the 80s cartoon. I'm thinking...
You think of the puppet show that Team America was based on?
America.
There is like it's 2 cats. There's a Super Nintendo game because it was a 90s cartoon. I can't remember what it's called.
Toons is the cat that could fly a plane.
I wish.
Toons
I
is
wish
too.
that was.
Toons is part 2.
I got no idea.
Riding trad.
Riding dirty, locking it in. It is riding trad.
Nice.
Good job.
Yeah, man.
Next question. This game takes place in an unnamed world which is being threatened by the Dark Lord Drakmar, who has control over an evil crystal known as the, quote, Black Orb, unquote.
Draken.
Yeah. I mean, I'm good with that. I don't know the answer to that. I'm good with
I
that.
don't either.
Do it.
Me and Ian are over here just like shrugging at each other.
Yeah, I got
It's either that or something like Seventh Saga or some shit, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna lock in Draken. Magic Sword. Magic Sword.
Okay.
Next question. This game was marketed as a simplified role-playing game designed for the entry-level player. Is that Mystic Quest?
I would say Final Fantasy Mystic Quest.
Yeah.
Yes.
We good with that? All right, we'll lock it in. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. It is Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Next question. This beat-em-up game, the 4th in its series, consists of 7 stages, which includes a casino, an airport, a martial arts gym, a fight atop a moving truck, a city slum, a forest, and the hideout of the boss.
The 4th in the series, and it's for Super Nintendo.
I know, right? I remember the fight. I mean, Bad Dudes has that fight on top of the truck on the interstate, but it's not Bad Dudes.
What kind of game is it?
Beat 'em
Beat
up.
'em up.
There is that one that has it's like rival turf, tough enough, the peace.
I think that was
Warriors.
just 3. This has to be Double Dragon.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know because I haven't
that makes
No,
the Double Dragon
I
4.
think
That makes
Double
sense.
Dragon 4, right?
Yep.
I think that's
Because they crank those out.
Because there were 1 through 3 for the NES, so that makes sense.
Or did Super Double Dragon come out before Double Dragon 4? I don't remember.
I don't know.
But it's probably one of those.
I think that's the only thing it can be. That's the only thing that makes
Yeah.
sense.
We're going to go 4? Double Dragon 4? Or do you want to go Super Double Dragon?
Super Double Dragon would be the 4th one,
Right.
Yeah,
And
see,
it
that's
makes-
what I'm
did it-
thinking.
makes
That's my
more
logic.
sense.
Yeah.
So Super Double Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Logging it in. It is Super Double Dragon.
Nice.
Good call.
That was good teamwork is what that one was.
That's fucking teamwork.
Next question. This playable character was an early mascot for Core Design before the introduction of Lara Croft in the 1996 game Tomb Raider.
Just a triangular pair of tits.
Yeah.
It's like the Madonna bra.
Just the
Cobra bra.
Yeah. Oops, all cones.
Oops, all come.
Oops, all polygons.
All cones, no rods.
Can you read the question again?
Yes. This playable character was an early mascot for Core Design before the introduction of Lara Croft in the 1996 game Tomb Raider. I have no idea what they did on. I have no idea what Core
So
Design
Tomb
did.
Raider was PC.
They didn't do like
And PlayStation.
PC only. Oh,
No,
and
PlayStation. Yeah,
Spyro. Was Spyro a thing?
PlayStation.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think it. Yeah, I think it debuted on PlayStation. I don't think it was Super Nintendo. Did they do Bubsy? I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm
That's
just
a
trying
good
to think of
guess.
failed
I like that
mascot.
guess.
I say you roll with that because
Okay.
we could do animal based mascot characters all day long. I don't know.
I'm good with Bubsy.
Bubsy sounds fun.
Bubsy?
Bubsy or Spyro.
Bubsy.
But Spyro was popular. Bubsy was
Dude,
a
I think
failure.
Spyro was just PlayStation. I do not think Spyro had a Super Nintendo
Okay.
game. But Bubsy is core designed. We don't know.
Don't
We're
know.
just okay. All right, Bubsy, logging it in. It is Chuck Rock.
Don't know that.
I mainly know Chuck Rock through Nick Arcade because they play that fucking game all the
Yeah.
fucking time.
No idea.
Now, look. I think Bubsy was a great guess because there was no fucking. I never would have gotten the Chuck Rock.
No.
Next question. This game starts with the father Hugh telling his children about seabirds that lay giant eggs. Excited by the prospect of a giant omelet, the playable character sets off on a quest.
I got nothing. God, there's so many fucking Super Nintendo
There are
games.
a lot. Yeah, I got.
I mean,
no
it
idea.
sounds vaguely familiar.
It does. It does. It really
Yeah.
does.
I have to say something that I never thought I would ever say in here. I'm a little chilly.
Yeah, you're a little chilly.
Yeah,
It's,
You need an
it's
Afghan?
it's
rubbing
the
my
strength.
hands together. I was like, wow, it's kind of cold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's you feel the strength of the
strength
setting eye
yeah.
turned
strong.
The quiet strength.
on.
Speak softly and carry a large stick, says Tyler's air conditioner.
Yeah.
Carry many BTUs.
Yeah, no shit.
So it's a caveman.
Presumably, I would think this is a caveman game. But this game starts with the father Hugh, classic caveman name.
Yeah,
right?
it doesn't sound super caveman.
But I was thinking that too, because it's like a pterodactyl egg or something, right?
Yeah.
But he says, telling his children about seabirds that lay giant eggs. Excited by the prospect of a giant omelet, the playable character sets off on a quest.
So it's one of his children.
It's one of his children. Who is Hugh's child? That's the name of the game. Hugh's child.
Bonk.
Bonk's pretty
Maybe
good.
Super Bonk.
Bonk's good.
Maybe Super Bonk. You want to go with that?
Yeah.
Super
Bonk.
Bonk.
I
Bonk's
definitely
a-
got nothing.
Bonk's a
better
better
for
guess
that.
than I'm going to come up
Super
with.
Bonk.
That's pretty
Because
good.
it's not Joe and Mac. And it's not
Not
Joe
Joe
and Mac
and Mac.
2. It's maybe
not-
Chuck Rock.
It's not
Who knows?
Prehistoric Man. It could be Chuck Rock again.
Got you with that double Chuck
Chuck
Rock.
Rock's dad, Hugh.
Right.
Hugh Rock.
Super Bonk. Locking it in. It is Tasmania. Which does make sense in
Oh my
hindsight, but I
God,
never would have
dude,
gotten there.
I was thinking about the fact that Taz's dad is like Bing Crosby. I swear to God that crossed
Yeah.
my mind, and I just went caveman. Damn it! I
Well,
should have just gone with
that's
my
pretty
gut.
good.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. There's always next time.
Because his dad would be named Hugh.
Hugh,
Because
right.
he was Bing
Because he had a
Crosby.
huge
Yeah.
penis, of course. Next question. Fuck, marry, kill. Luigi, Miles, Tails, Prower, Diddy Kong.
I'm going to kill Diddy Kong.
Okay. Don't like his hat.
Yeah. I don't like his hat.
I don't like his peanut gun.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Feels a little tacked on, if you
he-
ask me.
He'd probably want to try and top, and it's like, fuck you. No.
You're right.
Not with your little peanut gun and little peanut dick.
I thought you
No.
were Switch.
No, I'm going to get a. If you're going to fuck Donkey Kong can top me, not Diddy
Oh,
Kong.
I got you. Okay. it's like prison rules.
Yeah.
All right. So you're killing Diddy.
Killing Diddy Kong. I'm going to fuck Luigi and marry Tails.
Okay. I'm kind of surprised by that. Any particular reason why?
I think Tails is just sweet.
Yeah.
I think Tails make good furry wife.
Yeah. No doubt. Smart, can fly a plane. You can go.
Is
Fuck
a
Tails and grab
plane.
one of those two tails and just pull it back.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He's a helicopter. He can fly.
Yeah.
And get stuff on high shelves. I mean,
Really high
Luigi,
shelves.
Luigi could jump and get up,
But Tails could get up there on the
He can get
roof
up
and
there.
get your frisbee and shit.
That's true.
Yeah.
Luigi jump and like dangle his legs and then crash through the roof. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
It's true.
So I go through a lot of frisbees.
You can't stop this
You
man.
look at if you've seen my roof, it's fucking You think I did my ceiling with frisbees?
They've all been on there so long they've just melted onto the shingles.
They are the roof.
And it's surprisingly waterproof.
Yeah.
My answer is the same as his.
Yep.
I absolutely cannot argue with logic like that.
I mean, because
Okay.
obvious reasons you're fucking killing Diddy Kong. You got Luigi, who's just kind of a. I think he'd get annoying after a while. So you just want to fuck him and get him out of the way.
Yeah, if you
And
marry
then-
Luigi and go to a restaurant with him and the waiter gets his order wrong, he's not going to want to say anything. He's not going to want you to say anything. He's pretty cowardly and
yeah, but
No.
Miles Tails.
What if it's like the
Would
John
be the best.
Leguizamo Luigi?
That does
pretty
change
good.
things a little
That
bit.
changes.
Good
Yeah,
Oh, you mean Luigi
Shift
Mario?
it up a little bit.
yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I could probably marry John Leguizamo.
Like, he's funny as shit.
But wait, what if it was John Leguizamo, Miles Tails per hour?
They need to cast him in the next Sonic
Please,
movie.
God, in Sonic 2. Please, God, cast him as Tails. It really would make the movie
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
That's not a joke. Yeah, man, I'm sorry to follow the fucking trend on this, but I
It's
mean,
the right answer.
Yeah.
I like Diddy Kong quite a bit. I don't like the addition of that peanut gun. I think he thinks he's kind of a big deal because he's got
He got his own conquest.
The
so
dual-
yeah,
the dual pistols.
he's in Smash. He's pretty conceited.
And I love Tails. I mean, Tails is that's tip top sidekick
For
That's-
real, yeah.
That's the good shit right
Mhm.
there. And Luigi, I like Luigi great, but I mean, he's no Tails. So locking that in. All right, next question. Fuck, marry, kill, Picross, Tetris, Bomberman. This is hard.
What was the first one?
Picross.
We discussed Picross last week.
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with it so much that I, have to kill it.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I've been playing it this week. I got one of the 3DS games. It is Sudoku meets pixel art essentially. So you got to figure out essentially how you're going to draw a picture. And then the best thing about it is you're done and you're like, this doesn't look like anything. And then they're like, da 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 da, squid. And they show you what it is, and it's like, that doesn't look like squid at all. That's the best thing about it.
It's like when your kid hands you something that they've drawn.
Pretty much. And you're like, man, this is great.
Look at this house. Oh,
Is that me?
really good.
Yeah. Just ask a bunch of questions. They'll explain
Yeah.
it. So most people, everybody here's killing Picross?
think so.
yeah.
Mhm.
Fuck, I guess I am too, honestly, because Tetris is fucking Bomberman. I do like Picross. I do recommend, if you like Sudoku and that shit, check it out. I played my first game and I was like, I got to tell Nikki about this because it's like, she's going to love it. And she does.
Her jam.
Yeah, definitely her jam. So then Tetris and Bomberman.
See, I think I'm gonna have to marry Tetris because
Yeah.
I can spend time with Tetris one-on-one forever.
Yeah.
Bomberman, that's an orgy. So you're just gonna fuck Bomberman. Gonna take Bomberman to the orgy because Bomberman's only fun if you have multiple partners.
You don't want an open
Yeah.
marriage? You don't want 16 wives?
You want to swing with Bomberman?
I mean, I don't know. I think I might
Depends on
marry
the-
Bomberman.
Depends on the size of his bomb spread, I guess.
It depends on how many power-ups you had to pick up. But yeah, I mean, Tetris is like tried and true. I mean,
You can always come back to Tetris.
you can absolutely always come back to
It's
Tetris.
so
in
fun.
any form.
Yeah,
Most forms.
I mean, yes, I agree, yes, but I mean, like, I don't know, like Game Boy Tetris is like fucking
The
the
shit.
shit. It's the shit.
The
That's-
fucking best.
It's where it's at. Tetris 99's really good, but like Game Boy Tetris.
I
is
mean,
like,
that's nice and peaceful, good
Yeah.
time. Tetris 99 is like a onslaught of the senses.
yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
Yeah.
Very very stressful.
Tetris make it last all night.
Tetris,
Yes.
long piece.
Yeah.
That long piece. Fuck, marry, kill, 3DO, CDI, Apple Pippin.
Oh,
I mean, I'm just going to throw them up in the air and whatever they land, they land. I don't know the answer.
Can someone
never played
tell me what an apple pippin is?
Could not.
Man, I feel like I've got a pretty good handle on this kind of shit, and I have no fucking idea what an apple pippin is. It sounds like it's from the Shire.
Did Scottie Pippen get with Apple and they made
it's
a basketball-shaped console?
All right, here we go. The Apple...
That was a Bandai joint.
Bandai Pippin, stylized Pippin, is a multimedia technology console designed by Apple Computer.
In 1996 and 97?
The console is based on Apple Pippin platform, a derivative of Apple Mac platform. Bandai produced the AppMark and At-World consoles between 1996 and 97. It was sold for fucking $599.
To be fair, like that was in the same range as like the Jaguar and all that.
Very little software was produced for the Japanese version. When Bandai released it,
look at the successor, Apple TV.
Oh wow!
What?
It had only 18 games and applications. That sounds like the one you're going to kill.
Probably.
Yeah. You've probably heard of a 3DO. You've probably even heard of a CDI.
The CDI.
We all four had to look that shit up.
The CDI single-handedly created PlayStation. Like, that was such a fuck up.
Yeah,
Nintendo introduced a new competitor. It fucked up so badly.
Yeah,
you kind of got to give you credit for that, though, right?
Well, I mean, I guess it is a good thing. I don't know what it could have been. Such majesty to have Nintendo and PlayStation together in one console. But at the same time, Nintendo wouldn't have wanted to go the direction the PlayStation did for a lot of shit. So maybe it is good. Yes, I guess you got to kill the Pippin.
That's what I'm doing. I'm killing the Pippin. I want to look up the games that were on it.
The 18 games that were on this $600 console. $600 in 1996.
Yeah, but let's look at how much the 3DO cost and when it came out.
Were
they were very expensive
nuts.
too. And
It's
the
true,
Jaguar and
did it have more than 18 games?
Maybe.
Was it
yeah,
that close?
they were. No, I mean they were all panned. I'm sure it had more than 18.
Supposedly the 3DO had one of the best versions of Road Rash, though. On it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. The 3DO is the one that I'm going to marry out of all of them because I wanted to play that 3DO Jurassic Park game. So, I mean, that's already got me sold. The CDI, I'm sure I'll fuck that. Why not?
Those Zelda games are worth a lot of money now.
Right, sure. Yeah. Let's fucking go.
I'm surprised you didn't go with the Mac, though. Yeah, I know how you...
Well, not that one.
So I guess we're all marrying the 3DO, fucking the CDI, and killing the Pippin.
Yep.
Yeah.
List of Apple Pippin games. We all remember that classic Super Marathon.
God, that sounds awesome.
Desert Bus. Hold up. Check this out. And this is, I guess, where
nothing more exciting than a 26-mile run
I guess
on a video game.
This is where Bandai's coming in. Gundam Tactics, Mobile Suit Gundam.
Okay.
Zion. There's like 3 fucking Gundam games on here. Marathon 2, which I don't think are actually like running games, but L Zone, Marathon. And that's all that are listed right here, those 7.
As you work your way up to the 50-miler and then the 100-miler.
There's a fandom page for Pippin titles. Let's see what we got here. Action designer Ultraman. Man, it had bundled titles. This is fucking wild. Anime designer Dragon Ball Z.
Oh. It's like Acme Animation Factory, but for Dragon Ball Z.
1995, 117, The Great Hanshin Earthquake.
Okay.
All right.
Was this thing like popular in Japan?
No.
It sounds like it would have been
Sounds
popular in Japan.
It does sound like it was probably designed with like the Japanese market in
Yeah.
mind. Yeah. I don't know about.
It wasn't popular though.
Right.
It did not do well in Japan.
Let's not forget Circus with an exclamation mark.
I like how you said it with that.
Thank you. I'm glad you could hear. I wasn't sure if you could hear it. There's also Dazzleoids.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Densha Daishugo driving train.
This is an educational system.
Driving
Right?
train.
Is that
Now,
like
does
a
that mean to, like,
Marathon 2
train
driving
you to
train.
drive or to drive a train? Because driving a train doesn't seem like it'd be
In
that.
Japan, it
exciting.
might be amazing.
Could be a bullet train. Yeah,
Yeah, keep bus on time on the Apple Pippin.
It's a logistics simulator, motherfucker. You're not ready for it.
Dinosaur Museum, which I got to be honest, I've probably been into that for sure.
Yeah.
Egg Word Pure.
Ah, of course.
That's a good Steam name.
Egg Word Pure. Yeah.
It's probably taken by one
work
of
for
those
your
fandom
family's
guys.
company.
Did you say what?
Work for your family's company.
Epson Colorio Club Print Sample Kit.
That's one of the 18?
That's exciting.
I got it. Yeah.
I hope there was a $400 printer
So
to
there
go
were
along with it.
17 games.
Fair, then partly piggy. Hi, I'm Troy McClure. You might remember me from films such as Fair, then partly piggy.
And circus.
Or Fortulia. Franklin the Turtle. So Franklin the
I've heard
Turtle.
of
All right.
Franklin the Turtle.
Yeah, just a worse Nicktoon. No, sorry, Little Bear was the worst.
I've only read the books to my
Yeah,
kids.
right. Yeah. No, I used to read the Franklin books.
God, I bet that cartoon would be boring as fuck.
It's boring when you're 13 and your kid sister is watching
Oh,
it.
okay.
It's,
Yeah.
it's really like, come on, put some David
Not a
the
lot of
Gnome on like a real
Action
kid.
in Franklin.
Hey,
Yeah.
Here's a Pippin for $900 on eBay.
The price of Pippin's going to the fucking roof. That's a steal. That's a Mr. Show thing. I can't take that
Can't
credit.
remember.
I click on Apple Pippin, and it takes me to a page in eBay of nothing but
Of
Gundam.
Scottie Pippen eating
Just-
apples. Just image after image of Scottie Pippen eating apples.
and grimacing. He doesn't like apples.
Frankie Online.
Well, okay.
Funky Funny Aliens.
It's pretty edgy.
Jungle Park. Kids Box.
Oh, no. That doesn't sound good at all.
The controller to the Pippin is just a boomerang with a plug-in.
What?
And much, much more.
You can just buy the controller for $400.
Holy fuck.
Well, yeah, because it's an Apple thing. I mean,
Yeah.
and because this shit's collectible anyway.
Yeah.
You layer
You're not
that
wrong.
on
And
top
it's
of that.
Probably super rare.
There's Apple Bandai Pippin Tamagotchi CD for $170.
Shit, man.
If you wanted to not keep it in your pocket, but keep it in a box at home.
Right.
Kids box.
Kids box.
Way to tie a bow on that. Thank you.
How many 3DO games were there? How many 3DO games? More than 18? 263.
Damn.
Way more.
Way more.
Way more than I thought existed.
So that's keeping you
263.
busy a lot longer. That's why we're marrying it.
That's, yeah. And Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
How many CDI games are out there?
Oh, not that many.
196 CDI games.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm impressed. Still plenty more than the Pippin.
List of CDI games. Here are all of them.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm sorry, man.
I
just
feel like
can't
if
not-
there was going to be a Jurassic Park game on the Pippin, it would have just been the simulator of the Unix system that she. That's it. It's just the park controls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that gate's open.
Right.
Yeah, and every once in a while, Dennis
Yeah, when you
Nedry
fuck up, it comes up.
pops in. You didn't say the magic word, but that's it. That's the only good thing about it. Everything else is like you're like going through this cheap, line rendered directory of all these files and just opening doors.
Sounds
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
The game is called This is a Unix System. I know this.
Is that a hacker's run?
No,
What's that
It's a
from?
Jurassic
it's a
Park.
Jurassic Park
Okay,
reference.
okay.
Yeah, the girl says that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Cringy as fuck.
Hack the planet. That's a hacker.
There you go. Yeah. How old is she supposed to be in that movie? Like
she's like 12.
I don't know,
12,
but she doesn't beat a raptor by doing gymnastics. So
all those 12-year-olds with their Unix knowledge.
I recently heard that I've never seen Jurassic Park 3. I own Jurassic Park 3 because I bought it as part of a Blu-ray set to get Jurassic Park. I never saw it because I assumed it was garbage because 2 was really, really bad. But I recently heard that 3 is pretty okay.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
So
I like it in order of those 3 movies. It's 1, 3, 2 for me.
I buy that because 2 is really super bad.
It grows on me. I like it. I'll watch it. But 3 is actually good. It's got William H. Macy in it.
Right. That's what I was hearing. And like Sam Neill's back, I guess, right?
Yeah, he's
Neill?
back. Yep.
Sweet.
It's a good movie.
Good, then.
Yeah.
I like it. It's got some really scary moments.
Rotten Tomatoes?
5.9 out of 10 on IMDb. So, I mean,
it's a good movie.
You guys want to get chicken and waffle
49%.
sandwiches and watch Jurassic Park 3?
fuck
I would.
yes.
I would love
We
it.
all down? I'm going to need your commitment.
When you made that the Jurassic Park reference, that reminds me of Julia Stiles was on Ghost Rider. You remember Ghost Rider on PBS
With Nick Cage.
With Nick Cage, the ghost that would give them clues by writing. And
I never watched that one.
I watched the shit out of Ghost Rider. I didn't realize she was on it, but she's on it playing. She is on one episode where she is the editor of the school newspaper, who is secretly a famous hacker on the internet.
Wait, who is? Sorry.
Julia Stiles.
Julia Stiles, and she does like a monologue where I've got it pulled up.
Dramatic reading, perhaps?
Oh man, if I could find a transcript, you're right. Okay, go ahead.
I don't know how to pivot off of that.
I think.
Yeah, so Julia Stiles is cool.
Isn't she in one of the Bourne movies?
She was in most of the Bourne movies.
Was she in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She was a recurring character.
I haven't I think I've seen all the Bourne movies, but it's always like half of a Bourne movie and then like another half of another Bourne movie later. Like
they're interchangeable.
I've never been able to like get any kind of sequence down, when it comes to the Bourne movies.
I have not seen a Bourne movie.
They're pretty
the
good.
first one's really good.
I've heard they're good. There's just so many of them that I didn't get on like the ground level that it was just
there's
four.
4. There's
That's a
3
lot.
Jason Bourne movies, and then there's a 4th that takes place after called the Bourne Legacy, and the Hawkeye's in it. He's the main guy in it.
Yeah. It's not Jason.
It's not Jason Bourne, but he's the
Hawkeye Bourne.
no. It's
Jeremy Renner Bourne.
Jeremy Renner.
Oh, okay. Okay. They're good?
They're good. They're
No.
they're kind of a slow burn, but there's a lot of good action in them. I mean, it's just the stories. You need to be like in it, like watching and paying attention to because it gets
Actively watching.
kind of intricate into like his backstory and stuff. But they're really good.
I remember
Those books have
I've
been
heard they're
around
good.
forever.
Oh, they're based on books? I didn't know that.
Yes. My parents had those books
really.
like when I was growing up. They're old books. Yeah.
I remember
They've been modernized for the movie.
really,
Sure.
really liking the first 2. I'm trying to. I can't remember. They all kind of run together for me because, like I said, I saw them. I've seen them kind of more chopped up, just
Like bits and
what
pieces
was
here and
on.
there,
Yeah.
kind of deal. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's hard for me to remember the third one.
The
Cable
basic
style.
gist of it is that he washes up on shore with memory loss.
Okay.
And then finds out that he speaks all these languages, and it's very La Femme Nikita type.
He has amnesia, but he can still.
And
It's
what's
like Link's
the-
Awakening.
What was that movie with Gina Davis?
Oh, I
where
know
she-
the one.
It was a very similar
A
story.
League of Their Own.
Her and Sam Jackson. Her and Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Kiss the
name
Girls.
of it. Nope.
Uh,
Beetlejuice.
Kiss
nope.
Bang Bang.
I don't think either of them were
Fuck.
in that
Long
movie.
Kiss
The
Goodnight.
Long Kiss Goodnight.
I knew
That's it.
Kiss was in it.
Got it. It's the same kind of thing where they don't. He doesn't remember being this super soldier kind of guy, and then he finds out,
Yeah.
and he tries to track down the people that did this to him, and it turns out he was part of a program where they created these like super spy assassin people, and it goes on like that for a few movies. It's good though.
Cool. Speaking of spy stuff, I know. Did you find it?
I can't find.
Oh, okay.
I can't find the transcript. People just keep quoting certain lines from it, so I can't find the whole thing. But I do want to play the 41-second clip.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I do, but on the spy stuff, has anyone here seen Black Widow?
Yeah.
Nope.
I haven't.
I have.
I've heard
I saw it the night it came out.
Did we talk about this already? Okay, I was about to say. What do you think?
I liked it.
Okay. All right.
I'm a Marvel guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all about it. I won't say it was I wouldn't put it in the
Where would you rank
best
it?
of Marvel categories, but I'd put it up
Like,
there
are we in
with
Thor 2 territory or what?
No, better than Thor 2.
Okay.
But not as good as
If you say Iron Man.
as Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I need to.
That's a good one. I
Dude,
mean,
I haven't seen the Wasp, but the first Ant-Man was great.
You know, I noped
Wow.
out because I got so fucking just pissed off that Edgar Wright was like not involved in that anymore that I just kind of wrote it off. And I shouldn't have because I hear it's great.
No, it's really good.
But
Well,
it
and
did.
it's
I was so
important.
excited that he was involved. And
it's important to Endgame, and it was. I mean, Black Widow falls into that. It's pretty good.
yeah.
I didn't hate it.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I loved it, but it was a good movie. It was good enough to be in the Marvel universe for me. I don't think it was a bad addition to the canon. You know, they do a good job of giving Black Widow the send off she didn't get because she dies in Endgame or whatever, you know. So I like that they went back, and it takes place right after Civil War. She goes back to Russia, and shit happens. I'm not going to get into it, but yeah, it was a good movie. I liked it. Watch it,
And it's like
if you can get it cheap. Or
their
free.
Captain America is involved, right?
Yes,
Yeah, their version
Red
of-
Guardian
Yeah,
is what he's
okay.
called,
Yeah.
and he's essentially a super soldier like Captain America, but he's got kind of a dad bod,
Right.
You know,
Right.
just an average dude.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
good movie.
Cool.
And I think it's free on Disney Plus now, so just watch
Wow.
it.
All right.
It's
That's
about
why
to
she's
be.
suing.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
that she's suing.
well,
because
they weren't
they were
supposed to
doing
put it
box
out on
office cut.
streaming. They were not supposed to put it out on streaming until like October in any form. And they gave her box office cut money, and then they released it on streaming the same day it released in the theaters.
But for
And she's-
purchase, right? I mean, it's not like
no, you were renting it for $30.
But she wouldn't get a cut of that because it's not
But
box
she didn't get
office.
a
they
cut
don't
of
count
that.
that as box office.
No, they don't.
Yeah, she
and
should.
that's
sue
why
them.
she should sue
Yeah.
them. She was paid like $20 million to be in that movie, and that's a shitload of money. But she deserves more because
That
they
was in
didn't
the contract.
tell
that
her.
ain't Marvel money.
They didn't tell her they were going to stream it and charge $30. Of course, they had that movie almost done before the pandemic, before we even knew about it.
I remember seeing the trailer like a long time.
They
ago.
had toys out in stores that didn't make any sense because nobody had seen the movie, but
right.
they did not plan on releasing it same day stream, but they did it, and she deserves more money. She needs more money. Not that she needs it, but she should get it
That
I
was
mean,
in the,
that's
it
the
was in the
agreement.
contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
because it counts as release day money and not just physical box office money.
Right.
You know.
yeah, that's some bullshit. I'd be mad about it.
Yep. All right. What you got?
Do you know anything about hackers? Can you jam with the console cowboys in cyberspace? What? Ever read Neuromancer? Huh? Ever experienced the new wave? Next wave? Dream wave? Or cyberpunk? I didn't think so. I'll handle the hacker stories.
Yeah, I guess you should. We should learn about all this hacker stuff.
In there. It's
My
a world
local
where you're
library.
judged by what you say and think, not by what you look like.
Mhm.
A world where curiosity and imagination equals power. We need more paper. Let's go, people. Work with me here. Work with me. Do you know anything?
She's gently caressing a computer.
Yeep.
Wow.
Ouch.
That's what it was like in the 90s.
Have you ever
Totally.
have you ever jammed with the console cowboys in cyberspace?
There
She
are
is
no
on record
words.
as being ashamed of that.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. All right.
Yep, no words.
Just doesn't have the super realism that Hackers brought. You know?
Yeah, I know, right?
Just saying a lot.
But hey, you know what? Hackers had Matthew Lillard in it. God, it's funny.
I've never made it through that movie. I have never made it through Hackers. That movie is so
and it came
fucking
out
bad.
when I was,
and I really
at the time
really liked Angelina
Jolie was a big draw.
Sure, I still didn't stick with it. I was like, I'll wait for fucking
was that
something
bad.
else. It was real bad.
Yeah.
I liked it. I'm not gonna lie. I liked it.
What
I knew it was like total horse shit. But I thought I liked it.
The Net.
Oh,
Sandy Bullock.
Yeah. Brandon and I used to watch The Net.
We had
Mozart's Goes.
Mozart's Goes. We had that on VHS. We watched it a lot. And the more I watched it, the better I got at computers, just through the more I hated it.
Right. Sure, of course.
The smarter I got, the dumber that movie got.
Movies about computers in that era
just don't.
Fucking ridiculous. And I kind of it's kind of great because of that, honestly. I probably need to rewatch Hackers now.
I always think
I might watch The Net.
You remember the conversation between the two guys that owned Apex about that movie?
Hackers?
Oh, vaguely.
Yeah. One of them was like, dude, that movie's such bullshit. Like, none of that is even remotely realistic. And the other one was like, yeah, insert name here. Somebody wants to go pay $20 to get into a theater and watch somebody try to hack root for 2 hours. That'd be real fucking exciting, wouldn't it? And everybody kind of shook their head and went, yeah, I mean, he's got a point.
Suspend your disbelief.
Yeah, but you got to like suspend it like
off
the way.
You got to lock it in a little box.
But I guess he also embellished it with, something about trying to hack root for 2 hours while surrounded by Mountain Dew cans and empty pizza boxes, and really hammered that nail in there.
But I guess my question would then be, why make a movie?
Because computers are cool, man.
Someone has to scare my mom.
Exactly. I was going to say that, to scare the adult.
Is folk not enough?
There's all these viruses, man.
She was so mad when I wouldn't wear blue to school.
And all that UK gear, man.
Well, that's true.
That's a damper. That puts a damper on things. You guys want to take some calls? We got a few calls.
Sure.
You can. I gotta
You got it.
Step outside.
All right,
for just
man.
A moment.
All right.
Go ahead. I'll be back.
Good. Don't worry. We're going. We'll pause.
Yeah, that was much needed.
All right, we're all back from PN, and I seamlessly edited that, and no one notices at all that it happened.
You're perfect.
So, first call. That is my camera app. That is not the drive. That's not going to work.
Another fucking TADPOG. Dane here, long-time caller, first-time listener. So, I know you guys like the fuck, marry, kills, and that Dave fucks it up all the time, the kill, fuck, murder, or however he says it. So,
who fucked it up that time, Dane?
I have a new game for you that uses that murder centric spin to it. So, it's fuck, then kill, then fuck, and finally marry only to be killed by.
Wait, what? I've had too many beers to understand that. Can someone explain that to me?
I don't think the beers factor in.
Who would you fuck, then marry? Fuck, then kill.
And then marry only to be killed by.
Okay.
So is this one person? How does this track? All right.
Now, for the record, I'm not talking rape and murder. That shit's just wrong. We're talking consensual fucking followed by possibly, but not necessarily, consensual killing. Look, I'm not judging. Maybe that's someone's thing.
I'm not judging whoever you get murdered by.
Did he say ritual fucking?
I'm gonna go with that. I like that.
Is this some fucking Handmaid's Tale shit going on here?
Ritual fucking? That shit at the end of Midsummer. That's ritual fucking.
You just ruined that for me. Thanks.
No. That won't ruin it for you.
Okay. Other shit will ruin it for me.
Midsummer. Anyway, go ahead.
Don't have to. So, dating sim edition of FKKFMK. Audrey from Honey Pop, Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club, and Colonel Sanders from I Love You, Colonel Sanders. Go and have fun living with yourself. Boners.
Thank you. Backlog Banisher Dane, who banished our backlog. What are we doing?
So who would you fuck and then murder, marry and then be killed by?
Okay.
Or marry then fuck?
Fuck then marry.
So normal.
Fuck
The
then
normal. Oh, so
no,
like, yeah, normal.
No, normal. Marry then
Man.
All right.
You have
Man,
Monica
you can't
from
lay
Doki
this
Doki. You've
on
got
four
to.
drunk dudes. Like,
Well, Monica is the one that you fuck and then will be murdered by.
Okay.
That's Monica.
All right.
That's
I don't know
Monica's
any
whole
of these
shtick.
people, so I will.
I know the Honey
absolutely-
Pop one.
Did you get Doki Doki Literature Club, Ian? I know you were thinking about
No,
getting
not
it.
yet.
Yeah,
I,
okay.
I think I'm going to.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten there yet.
I was just curious how it was on Switch. 'cause-
Yeah, I definitely want to get it. Money's a little tight.
I
right
think
now,
I want to
but
buy
I'll
the
get
Plus
it.
version too because there's more content.
I've heard
there's
it.
new
Yeah, I've heard
content.
it's good.
And
yeah.
they simulate the OS,
like the file system. And
so
all
you
that.
can get in and
Oh,
see the files
man.
and stuff.
It's great.
Since it's not a computer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm interested in that for sure.
Damn.
I just haven't gotten around to justifying the money for it. It's not like I think it's like $30. It's not that bad. But
Yeah, but
I
it's
need
not free.
$30 right now. So
Yeah, the regular game's free. You're
my
right.
electric bill was almost $300 this month. So I
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
pay that.
Mine was. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
get that.
I'm starting to get the fear.
All right, Tyler, answer the rest of them for us,
Oh, and
please.
Yeah.
Audrey, you're just gonna fucking kill outright. Audrey's the worst.
She's pretty bad.
Plus, if you don't want to fuck her, she gets AIDS in the second one.
I barely remember her.
Oh.
She's the really mean redheaded girl. And then I guess the other to be Colonel Sanders to do whatever the thing was that's left.
Wow, that was complicated. Glad that's over.
Props for the look that John gave me during that thing that I appreciated very, very much. Thank you, Backlog Banisher Dane. I'm sorry I couldn't understand what was going on, but we appreciate the call. And for the work that you do on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Next call.
Motherfucking Tadpog. Usurper Grim here.
Graham.
And
Doesn't sound
I'm
like
just
Graham.
going to step all over Lord Micah's toes and give you a would you rather. Would you rather eat?
He loves it when people do that.
It's true. Just like Matt Cowan loves it when Rod started sending in quizzes.
Lump of hair?
You're gonna have
or
to
would
go
you rather
back.
drink?
We're going back.
Eat a clump of hair?
I think
Is that
that's
what it was?
I'm just going to step all over Lord Micah's toes and give you a would you rather. Would you rather eat a big old clump of hair? Or would you rather drink a full glass of sweat? And just to kind of add that little extra on there, it's someone else's hair and someone else's sweat.
Is it weird that I think I'd rather drink someone else's sweat than
No,
mine?
I'm with you. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I know what I eat, so what that sweat's going to be like. Somebody else would be much healthier sweat.
Yeah, I'm about to say I know what I eat too, and I don't want it. I don't want it again.
I'd rather drink sweat.
I think I would probably do that too, even though both are disgusting. Obviously, the
Mhm.
hair, eating the clump of hair could cause serious digestive problems. I
Mhm.
believe
That is true.
So
Clementine
Yeah.
gets a lot of hair in her system, and she shits nunchucks all the time.
yeah, yeah. I know what you're referring to.
I've seen that.
So it
yeah.
took me a second to assemble that visual puzzle.
Yeah.
It's funny because I know exactly what you're talking
We
about.
have 3 long-haired people in our family, and that dog does not stand a chance.
Yeah.
She's like Michelangelo out there in the front.
So I guess if you have to pick, there you go.
Let's see what John.
I'm gonna have to go with eating the hair just because I think I could just eat the hair faster and not like I think it's gonna be really tough for me to like choke down a full glass of
it's gonna be
somebody
rough.
else's sweat.
Can you hide the hair like?
I'm thinking I can like wad that shit up as much as possible and just like swallow it.
The sweat's salty like Gatorade. You just pretend it's clear Gatorade.
I mean, what do you get to choose who the sweat's from? That might make a difference. How big's the glass?
It's probably got to be an 8-ounce glass.
Oh no!
Full?
I was thinking like a
Full-
12 ounce, like
full
a
8 ounce.
fucking pint glass.
A pint glass of Danny DeVito's.
All right, where's the sweat coming from? Is it ring out of your
Armpit?
hair, armpit, somebody's ball sweat?
Nape of the neck. That's
don't
good
know.
sweat.
That's good sweat.
Back sweat filtered through the ass crack.
John knows what's
It's like a pour over.
Ooh.
John came online there.
Ooh,
You want to change your answer?
Hey, if you can determine the location and the person, yeah, I might change my answer.
It's Angelina Jolie's neck sweat.
Fucking changed.
It makes a difference. Do you get to choose?
Can I also eat her hair?
I'd like to do both for her, please.
Do you get to choose the hair and how it's ingested? Because
Yeah.
could it be from going down on a person over the course of 5 years?
Could be.
How would you eat a ball of Angelina Jolie's pubes?
Mrs. Jolie, look, I know this is weird, but I've entered some strange agreement where
It's legally binding. I really need your help.
It's gonna take 5 years. You might enjoy it though.
I know I'm going to.
I promise you, ma'am, I'd eat that pussy like a demon.
Let's see what Grim says.
I'm gonna pick sweat just because I think I could take the glass.
Just because I already drank
Throw it down
sweat.
real quick. I'm gonna pick sweat just because I think I could take the glass and just throw it down real quick.
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen, man.
It depends on the size of the
If
clump
it's a-
of hair. Like a clump being what? The size of like a plum?
He said a big old
A
clump.
big old clump. Okay.
Like
so
pulled
like
out of a drain clump.
Oh, sweat.
Yikes.
Sweat.
To the sweat drip down my balls.
Let's go on.
Yikes.
That is so
Oh.
nasty.
If I puke. With the hair, you're gonna be chewing on it, and it's gonna be dry and just hard to
Just rinse it down with a big warm glass of sweat.
Okay, there's another factor. Is the sweat cold or hot?
And which would you prefer?
God.
Probably cold.
I don't know.
'Cause you can't
man.
taste it
It's
as
gonna-
well.
Oh,
It's gonna
you're
be
right.
real
But it would have
salty.
Yeah.
Oh man.
and sitting there for a while to get cold, you know? Like, can you put them in ice cubes and then like put them in like iced tea or something?
Does sweat get pudding skin on top?
This just keeps getting fucking worse.
So many experiments.
get down. That's it. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here and
And drink some sweat.
go sit down and be like Josh Dance and keep it at a 6 for tonight.
There you go.
Nice, man. Thanks for the call.
I'm gonna
Good.
drink sweat of Mistress Rain's high heel. See you guys.
Excellent question. I like that.
That was a good one.
All right. Next call and the last one that I've got in drive for right now.
Motherfucking Tadpog. Backlog Banisher Dane here.
Oh no, please don't do the thing again.
Or would you murder, fuck, and then kill? Would you?
I can't do it. I can't, man. I can't wrap my mind around that shit right now. Just ask me if I want to drink sweat.
Who would you murder, impersonate, take over their life, and marry their spouse?
It's like doing algebra. I can't do
Marry, fuck, or steal the identity of.
I can't do the algebra. All right. Here we go. I got faith in you, Dane. You got this.
I was just driving down the road from work, listening to Backstreet Boys unironically, and I got to thinking about you guys, and I thought I'd drop you a line and hope that you bring back all calls. So I got to thinking, my ringtone used to be Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way. And every time in public that my phone would ring, I would whip my phone out, hold it up over my head, and start doing the dance. And totally embarrass the shit out of my wife. She would pretend that she didn't know me, walk away, head hang down. So my question for you is, what whack job things do you like to do to try and embarrass your significant others in public? Boners.
We were just talking about ringtones on our P-Brain.
yeah,
That was, yeah.
I don't really think I've ever done anything to purposely embarrass my wife in public.
I'll yell in the mall how much I love her or that I think she's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that skips generations. That's definitely something my dad would do, and I didn't like it when he would do that shit, so I don't do it.
That's kind of the way I think.
But
that's
Henry
what it
is probably gonna be like, my dad's boring. I'm gonna
Yeah, I was never that way. I don't like to draw attention to myself in public.
I don't like being embarrassed. Yeah, I don't want to start some fucking prank war or some shit. So
I can't wait for warm or cold weather so I can start wearing my hoodie again. So people can't see me. You know what I mean?
Hoodies are the best.
I like that too.
I can hide in my hoodie.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I embarrass my wife just by like touching her butt in public. Like she just,
Yeah, I did that too.
she thinks like she's mortified when I do it.
Yeah.
But I just do it anyway. That's pretty much the only thing.
Yeah.
And like 90%, 99% of the time, nobody fucking notices, you know?
And that 1%,
They don't give
Probably
a
they're
fuck.
going
really
home and probably
enjoyed it.
jerking off to it. It's fine. Give a little, get a little.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got.
Anything do your significant others do anything that embarrasses you? They flipping around?
Like on purpose?
Yes or no.
No, she definitely does not do anything on purpose to try to
No.
embarrass me.
Not really.
Nikki
She knows
hate
I
it.
would one up her anyway. So
Yeah. See, and that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Where it's like you don't want to start that
Yeah.
arms race.
Now we're competing.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't do that to me either. We're very quiet.
I mean, I'm sure I do a lot of things unintentionally. But yeah,
I think probably that's it. That's it for me on both sides of that.
sure.
Like she'll
Just
do something-
existing is
Like she'll
embarrassing
get
enough.
like super frustrated with somebody in Walmart and like be like trying to be passive aggressive, but actually is aggressive and says something.
Hey, she did. That's a good thing.
Just little bit too loud.
It's a good.
so
Oh
that
no,
person
never
can
mind. I
hear
take it back.
And it's like you were gonna get one of us killed.
Yeah,
you know,
probably you.
Probably
yeah, it's
me.
probably gonna be you.
I'm just like imagining right now Tanya like trying to hold it back.
She does a good job most of the time.
well, it's like Taryn when we went to see Harry Potter in the theater, and she had never really seen them before. She just wanted to hang out. So like there was some scene with like Dobby before it started, like a preview, and she was like, "Who's that?" And a lady in front of us just turned around and looked at her like she was an idiot.
Uh-oh.
And of course, Taryn saw her
shit.
and then just like, what the fuck are you looking at, bitch? I'm just here to have a good time. And she turned right back around. Yeah, you turn around, fucking bitch. I don't play with that shit. I don't get out very often.
Keeps it
Look,
real.
you ruined my time.
Yep.
I'll have you know, I threw a bottle at a performer.
It's on UFCK right now. You go look at it.
Yeah, I don't know. My dad used to do like shit all the time in public to embarrass me, and I fucking hated it.
Mine did too.
And yeah, because of that, I don't do that shit.
Me and my wife are just real boring, so
Yeah,
that's about
that's
it.
not-
Well, I mean, there's a healthy dash of that for me too. So.
My dad would always just tell like dumb jokes to a server.
Yeah,
That's usually
Wait.
about it. I know. Can you
No.
imagine? Can you imagine?
No. I'm not your mysterious guest.
I know.
Have you been seeing?
John.
Have you seen any of those commercials for the Progressive about not becoming your parents?
Oh, those are gold.
Those are
Those
so
are
funny.
gold.
It's got this guy who's teaching like millennials who are become their parents because they're buying their first home and stuff.
They're always like in Lowe's or something, you know.
Yeah, and like he's doing like a little TED talk or something. He's like, the waitress doesn't need to know your name. You know, just when they're all in the airport and they're all in the airport. It's like, okay, let's everybody, do you have your tickets? And they all hold up, and he goes, okay, paper tickets. We're off to a horrible start.
Nice.
There's one where this one woman's got the sign that says no fussing, no fighting, and he grabs it and just throws it in the trash. Do we really need a sign that teaches us to live, laugh, and love? It's just fucking shit like that. It's funny.
My favorite one of those is it's the 3 kind of dad looking guys standing in the hardware store, younger, you know, and they're there with the coach, the like life coach or whatever, and this kid walks by. I say kid, you know, probably like 20 something, walks by and his hair is just blue. You know, it's just bright blue. And he walks by and you see them all just like, oh, they want to say something so bad. They want to say something. And he's like,
we all see it.
We all see it. And you hear one of them go, blue. He's got blue hair. And the other one goes, blue.
Or on that same one, he's got some dude standing behind a minivan that's backing out of the space, like waving it on, like you're good, you're clear. And he's like, they don't know you. Like, God, I can absolutely relate. That's my dad and my grandfather.
Thanks for calling, Dane.
Is that it? We caught up?
No, but that's all that I have in the old drive.
Oh, okay.
In the vault.
We've got some in the Google Voice. I mean, that's all that the very expensive call service is going through.
Okay,
so we're
cool.
caught up as far as that goes. Everything since then is new.
New this year. Okay.
Yeah.
Very
Wow,
cool.
man. Y'all are tearing through them.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Shit.
We also stopped playing calls for a minute. So people are like, probably going to stop calling. If you want to call, you can do it. 270-883-2555. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple, keep it clear.
Yeah, otherwise you're going to get a really disappointing answer.
Clear eyes,
Sorry.
full heart, can't lose.
Yeah.
Be advised, the hosts may be inebriated.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, good chance. Good chance.
So what's next week's game again?
Bomboozle.
Bomboozle.
The third new SNES release on Nintendo Switch Online.
All right.
Probably not like Claymates and Jelly Boy. Doesn't look
Doesn't
like
look
it.
Looks
like it.
different.
They're breaking things up a little bit.
Okay.
So thanks for listening, everybody. We're doing Bomboozle next week. You can find the show on iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, Spotify, TADPOG.com, Google Play, all sorts of places.
Milkross.com.
Milkross.com.
I registered it. Thanks, Patreon.
Milkross.fun.
Fine, I'll do that one too.
Suicideboys.fun / Milkross.
Milkross like Kyle.xyz.
Change.org/getmilkross or get Ross milk. Sorry. Whatever.
Milkross.education. That's a domain. Education.
.education.
Not edu.
Yeah.
Education.
No, not edu. Like fuck your spam filter and all that shit.
Well, it'd be
that's some
192.1.
bleeding through there.
Yeah.
Well, it's
pull that.
milkross.uk.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's got to
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
Wait, they're Isle of Man though. They're
Dot
Oh. So
Okay.
so no internet.
dot man.
Milkross.man.
winner. We have a winner.
Let's see. You like the show? You can find us we're on Facebook, the TADPOG group.
Mhm.
It could be gone any day now. Who the fuck knows? But we've got episode posted memes there for now. TADPOG Nation, which I saw Guitar Man Dalton posted a bunch of stuff that all got flagged for no fucking reason at all.
No shit.
Yeah, I saw on the admin that I had to approve like 3 of his posts, and like one was just a Pikachu sleep on a Snorlax.
What the fuck?
Facebook's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Beyond that, then we got a good Discord. Everybody loves that Discord. What's the link for that?
Milkross.com.
Love it. You have to make a hashtag Milk Ross on Discord.
Yeah, it's just a channel, just a Milk Ross channel.
No, that's trending.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be. Put all of Tadpog Nation behind that. Please, hashtag Milk Ross.
He's got a bad heart. He just wants to be milked. Just milk the boy.
Just milk the boy.
Just give him some candy. Don't let you milk him.
Milk. I just want milk, please. Just milk.
I milked your Ross. We don't have a Ross.
Good one. Damn.
This is why I couldn't answer. This is why I couldn't answer Backlog Manager Dane's question. It's just like I can't. I'm done, man. I'm done. I've reached to my limit, and I found it. It's this.
That was a genuine Dave face. I'm done.
I'm done.
There's do you want to send us something for the great tasting or otherwise? That's the great tasting series, the new video podcast will start one day.
Oh shit!
You send that to Tadpog Studios, care of Nicole Nance, PO Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002.
Please don't send us big old clumps of hair
and glasses of sweat. What else? We're Tadpog_podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Dave, you got that Twitch?
Yeah, I stream on there sometimes. Twitch.tv/Tadpog_podcast. Check it out. Sundays. It's fun.
The church.
The
Tadpog
church.
church.
Yeah. Some cool people hang out on there and chat.
I've got 2%. Can I make it to Patreon? Let's see.
2% Ross milk.
2% I like that whole Ross milk.
Like vitamin D Ross milk.
Raw Ross milk.
Raw. That's where I was going. I like my Ross milk
Chunky
raw.
kind.
Unpasteurized.
Chunky Ross milk.
.com.
Nothing new.
All right. We do have a Patreon, patreon.com/Tadpog. There are people on there who donate. Can you believe it? Thanks, guys. We really fucking appreciate it. You guys are awesome. The people who donate at $20 or more a month are executive producers. And this episode was executive produced by the following people: God Emperor Alex Pena, Cthusiast Jeff Miners, Laud Mulaney Dennis, Steve Dixon, Plinko Nick Price, Clambro Cody Phillips, Bantha Master, executive producer Dig Duggy, the Eightfold Daniel Abernathy, Time Lord Josh Edwards, Gamebug Prime Nathan Eaton, Mattile Gentle.
I like that too, though.
Oh no! Oh no! Matt Gentile.
That's who he is in my next Call of Cthulhu game.
Matt Gentile, aka Gentle G. Congratulations on your marriage. Magical Sleeper, aka Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn, Usurper Grimm, Temporary Eternal Savior Cubicle Monkey.
Temporal.
Had to slow that one the fuck down. Pinball Archmage Chris Edler, I'm sorry you couldn't be on this episode. Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins, Nate from Utah, first time caller, Zeus Laser Boons from Brooklyn, Drinksmith Joey Webster, Big Daddy Paul Anderson, Edgelord Kyle Purtlebaugh, Master Cycle Baron Kevin Link, and General Kenobi Massacre.
I'm waiting for those to blend together and to be Pinball Archmage Chris Edler. I'm sorry about your marriage. John, what's our theme song?
I believe it is Moves by Sycamore Drive.
I just asked you what it was, John. I didn't say who did it. That was for Ian. You took Ian's question.
Fuck.
I wish everyone could have seen Ian's look.
That was I when I was your supervisor, you're in trouble.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Nah.
I forgot.
It's all good.
I'll fix it. Post.
Okay, Sycamore Drive.
Done. Perfect. Now everyone's happy.
How you guys want to close this one out?
As Ross being milked.
Dave, I've never loved you more.
Yeah, thanks.
Perfect.
How do I moan in an
Now, everybody take a second. How do you think Ross Rachel Green ejaculates to a blowjob or a hand job?
Oh, I thought we were just milking him. I didn't realize that it was. Oh, I see.
If he's turned onto a table with his dick sticking out, with someone underneath it milking him.
Like the whole.
Yeah.
The milking table.
The milking table.
We're all familiar.
What's that?
He's laying.
Let me show you.
There's a whole subreddit just for you. And it's really cool.
It is really cool.
I really want to try that.
It is really cool. It's a little impractical, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, I got to ruin a good table for this. And a card table is not going to support me.
Nah, you need a substantial table for that,
You
right?
need some cushioning on it too.
Mm-hmm.
Not, I mean, you don't need it.
We're not in
It'd
our
be
20s.
nice.
We're not in our 20s anymore.
I don't know. I mean, you got to want it. You got to want to be milked. That's part of it.
Okay. All right. So until next time. On your Capricorn! On your boat race!
We're glad you're not dead, Ross.
Yes.
Thanks for not dying. John,
Oh, I'm ready as I'll ever be.
can you talk in a normal voice?
What?
Like a
What?
normal one.
What do you mean?
Not like this.
What do you mean, David?
Like, I don't know. Like you're talking about something.
No pressure.
Anything.
What? I don't know.
That's good.
Like,
You're good.
well, I mean, that
You're
was
good.
me being real high.
No, that was perfect. That was perfect.
If you're a real American, you'll give up your guns.
Hey, now.
You got good at work. Good at the opposite effect.
I have my limits. I will speak softly to you if you speak to me about that.
Because what'll happen is the reason I'm asking you to speak normal is because like I'll turn you all the fuck up, and then you're gonna get excited, and you're gonna clip.
Yeah, probably.
So, just saying. That's all. I'm sure it'll be okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.